Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go hit and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! What is going on, everybody? It's Pastor Gravy, episode 579, and we are still here again together in person. We actually recorded this episode last week, so we're just
banked it.
Yeah, we banked this one. This is a banked one that we're gonna be talking about future stuff that we hope happens in the next week, or we think might happen in the next week. So we called it if we got this, but
We're omnipresent.
not really. We're just my internet again still sucks. So shout out Comcast for being a big piece of shit.
I had a thought, and I don't want to say it, but I think it needs to be brought out. You think Elle is putting off some sort of electromagnetic pulse?
No, I don't.
It was a thought, okay?
I don't.
I'm not blaming your daughter, but there seems to be, this is probably one of those things
Some
where
people are wondering.
Yeah.
People might be wondering.
wondering.
Causation does not equal correlation, or maybe I said that backwards, but I think correlation does not equal causation.
That works.
That's it. Got
That's
it.
Clip that
But,
one.
you know, it was an idea.
No, I understand.
I don't know what special
understand.
powers babies have.
I mean, I've had like 18 fucking texts come out to look at it, and one of the guys was like, yeah, looks like it's just like that. And I was like, you came and looked at all of this stuff, and that is the answer you're going to give me.
Yeah.
And you feel like you did a good job today. Do you feel like when you go back to your truck, you feel like I did the best work that I could do today possible, right? I did the best kind of service that I could for this customer. He's like, that's what I'd say. And I was like,
Did enough to earn my paycheck.
all right, dude, get the fuck out of my house. And so I think I'm just fucked from now on.
Speaking of Elle, though, have you done that? Have you felt that she doesn't have kneecaps right now? Because little children don't have kneecaps. I brought that up to my buddy the other day because he just shout out Vince and Brittany. They just had their first child.
Congratulations.
But I told him that, and he was like, "What?" And instantly went over and started rubbing his kid's knee. He's like, "He doesn't have kneecaps.
They just grow?
They just grow at some. I think it's 4. I could be 3 years off on that.
I feel like you walk before.
Yeah, but there's just
4.
no kneecap.
That's wild. I feel like
So all the times that I've threatened to
Fact check
kneecap
that.
children, I was wrong. Couldn't do it.
baby kneecaps. That's wild.
Yeah. So when you get home later, you're going to be poking your daughter in the knee, and Emma's going to be like, "What the fuck are you doing to our child?" I'm blown away.
Babies do have kneecaps, Pat. They're made of cartilage, and they will eventually turn into bone between the ages of 2 and 6.
Okay, so it's not bone. It's not a
It's
kneecap.
cartilage.
It's knee cartilage.
Cartilage.
It's cartilage. Yeah. So when you're eating a chicken wing, do you go, "Oh, I accidentally ate some bone"? No, you ate some cartilage. That's not. The kneecap is bone.
Okay. But it's less
How does
cool.
bone turn into cartilage, or cartilage turn into bone?
How is a rainbow made, Pat? Nobody knows.
Why don't sharks eventually turn into all bone?
You'd think they would.
Get Neil deGrasse Tyson on the line right now.
They're
I'm going to figure
apex
this out.
predators. That's why. That's why. Speaking of apex predators, I do have an animal-related question
Okay.
that I'd like
I
to throw
animals.
out to the group. This is something that I've kind of been experiencing, and it could be borderline not cool, but I'd like to throw it out and see. Reddit has, "Am I the asshole?" This would be my version of that. Am I the asshole? Am I in the wrong on this? There is a person that I do not know who they are. I do not know the identity of. Well, let me just ask the question. Is it an asshole move to leave out food for stray cats in a community that is shared?
Yes. Stray dogs, I would say no, because dogs are awesome. But cats, yes, nobody wants stray cats around. You know who wants stray cats around? Crazy cat people. Adopt the cats. Bring them inside.
And I understand there's animal lovers, and I'm not saying it's wrong to like animals. I'm not shitting on cats at all. My situation is right where I take my dog out, right where everybody takes their dog out to walk their dogs. They've set the bowls right there. And in the mornings when I take Wheezy out, there's 4 little kittens, and they're really cute, but Wheezy wants to kill them, and I have to be no, 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 no. And I Wheezy's not that big, so I can stop her. But there's people that have bigger dogs than Wheezy, and I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna have the same issue. But the cats will be there, and I've lived in an apartment like that was not as cool as the apartment that I live in now, which even isn't that great. But like I lived in some pretty ghetto apartments, and people would just dump cat food out and like leave them for the strays, and then there were like 50 stray cats that just wandered the apartment
And
complex.
ants.
Well, but then like raccoons and then other shit comes in there, and like then they bring more friends. They're like, hey, dude, they got food over here. Like it's just gonna bring more cats. And I know you're trying to be nice to these stray cats. Like, hey, here's some food. They're just kittens. Just take them to a shelter or something, or adopt them. I don't know, but I feel like I'm being the asshole in this, and like I'm not gonna take the food bowls away. I just really want to take them and throw them as far as I possibly can, and I've resisted that urge.
I'm not unfeeling. I don't want the cats and the little baby kittens. I like little baby
And
kittens.
they're really cute, but then they follow me and my dog, and my dog's just trying to like kill them the whole time. Like,
I don't want them to die. I don't want them to not be fed, but not in community areas.
If it's your house,
if
like
it's your house and you have some land and you want stray cats, that's fine.
Like
do what you want
in
to do.
your backyard, if your sister was like, hey, there's a stray cat that's been hanging out, I'm just going to leave a little bowl of food. Completely fine, because that's your own personal residence. This is an apartment complex, and now there's 4 cats that are here. It's going to turn into 8 cats. They're going to turn into 12 cats, and then 3 possums and a couple of raccoons.
Yeah, we get a
then
possum
What
from
else
time
we
to time.
got? Possums are kind of cool. My dog wants to kill them, but like they don't bother anybody. They just kinda
I
fuck
found out
around.
today possums, no rabies. They don't carry rabies.
Common misconception. The lamestream media is got a. It's
because they look ugly.
They're just ugly. But then like,
But apparently, like super chill, cool animal. Like, they'll attack you. Obviously, they're wild animals. But somebody asked, they're like, "Well, they're actually chill. Why don't people like? Why aren't they domesticated?" Because I was like, "Because they're ugly. Like, if they were cute, we would have domesticated them 10,000 years ago with cats and dogs.
yeah,
But they look like what they look like. And actually, technically, they're opossums in North America. Possums are from the east.
yeah. I'm just gonna call them possums.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call them possums.
Just just
That's
trying
fine.
to help you learn
That's
something.
fine. This is not a grammatically correct.
But yeah,
podcast
don't leave
by any
not
means.
in non-community areas. You don't leave food around for strays because guess what? A lot of people don't want them around. Or if they do have animals and say they have like a little dog that's like small, and it gets near the babies, and then the mama cat comes around and attacks their dog.
Well, if my dog is attacked, I'm just kicking cats at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cat. It'll land on its feet.
I will not do it like just to do it. I'm doing it. It's like self-defense, obviously.
Oh, it's Texas. Your dog is your property. You have the right to protect it.
Right. Remember when, was it Ted Cruz that just shot a coyote that was trying to fuck with his daughter's dog, and it was just like pop?
I didn't know about that. That's dope.
I think it was Ted Cruz. It was some Texas lawmaker guy, maybe Dan Patrick. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Probably not Ted.
Doesn't matter. But
Ted hasn't killed anyone since his Zodiac days.
Robert, do you think it's a dick move to leave cat food out in a common area for strays when other people obviously have pets and need to go that way?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't leave cat food out.
I'm not
Or
trying
dog food, Pat.
or any kind of animal food
Yeah.
for strays. I'm again not saying I fucking hate animals and want them all to die. Those are really cute cats. Somebody should come get those. All right. But like, there are gonna be more of them. There's gonna be more. I remember at that ghetto apartment that I lived in. You never were there, Robert. I think it was. No, that was an apartment after. That was when you started to come along. But the first one, like, you'd take trash out to toss it into the dumpster, and like 6 cats would just jump out of the dumpster. Like, this is ridiculous. It was like New York, where you see rats running out of like trash bags on the street. It was that with cats.
At least with cats, there's going to be no rats around.
True.
But then there's cats around.
But then there's a lot of cats, and like you can't like walk and then like ever check your phone because you got to be 100% on to make sure your dog isn't just gonna try and attack something and then run into the street, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So I'm glad that you guys are kind of in agreement with me. I felt like most people would be like, "You're right. Don't do that in a shared area," but somebody still did it. So I guess not everybody thinks that way.
And like, if you're going to do that, don't put the food in a high traffic area.
Yeah, tell me you don't have a dog you have to walk without telling me you don't have a dog you have to walk by putting it right where everybody has to walk their dog. Like, just, you could put it further down the little area and it'd probably be okay.
Yeah, but they probably don't have a dog.
They don't have a dog, so
So they're like, I'm not going to walk down there. It's muddy.
Yeah. But you still walk down there and put cat food. I don't fucking know. It's been a thing over the last week I've been dealing with. I didn't know if it was not cool because I could have been the not cool if you guys didn't agree with me.
Speaking of thing, can I get you guys to high five so I can sync the audio and video in case there's a disruption?
Absolutely.
High five.
Did we
There
do
you go.
it?
Nailed it.
You got it.
Do it right.
Perfect.
A little behind the scenes for you from Bobby Jokes.
You guys looked at your elbow, so it lined up perfectly.
Nice.
No, I got mad high five skills.
But that's the trick, isn't it?
People say that. No, it's not.
What's the trick?
You look at each other's elbows and you'll never miss. No, you know how you don't miss? You look at their hand and you hit the hand. That's
Yeah.
how you don't miss.
Nailed it.
Me, I'm actually so good. One time, years ago, me and my buddy were in a bar and we high-fived. Big bar, crowded bar, loud bar. Every table around us turned and like jumped because it was such a loud high five. It was the best one ever. We still talk about it when we see each other. We'll remember that high five, dude?
That's a fucking good high five.
Dude, it was so good.
That's a good
It'll
high
bond
five.
us forever. That and the game, which, by the way, you guys all just lost.
The game.
You don't know the game?
Life.
No, the game. The game is if you think about
Rapper
the
or
game,
the
you
game?
lose. That's the only rule of the game. If you think about it, you lose.
How do you know the game's going on?
You don't. It's just every once in a while you remember the game, so you lose. So then you text all of your friends that also play the game. It's the high five in the game. That's 90% of me and his
I
conversations.
like that a lot, though.
How did you not know about this? This is like our childhood.
Well, I can't think about it because I'd lose.
You son of a bitch. I guarantee you there's a lot of people. I hope
must
they're
have erased
driving.
it from my mind.
We might have caused like 4 traffic accidents right there because people are in their car like, God fucking damn
Yeah.
it. Lost the game.
At Pass Fury Pod, let us know if you just lost the game. Say sorry.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
'Cause
just say I lost the game. Fuck.
We're going to see the comments and then we're going to lose the game again. You see, you realize
on
what
the
you've done.
YouTube channel, just go comment on this YouTube video, just like I lost or I won. If you won, though, know that we know you're lying. But just go let us know.
Put it
you
on your
lost.
story too so everyone loses.
L's in the chat. L's in the chat on the YouTube video. All right. L's in the chat. Okay. What else we got for pre-com segment? Okay. Here's something I had. Not to brag, but I was going for a run the other day. And now school's in session. So like it was like 2:33 when I was running and kids were getting out of school. And they go to this little park that I run by sometimes. And they were playing football. Like good old fashioned like
Not an iPad in sight.
15 on 15 football.
Of
Where you're
course,
like,
'cause
yeah,
you don't want
dude.
to do too much running.
Right, and the quarterback probably just only throws to his friends, and so like most of them are just like, nobody, like JJ didn't even throw it to me. Like, I don't know, but they were counting down. They're 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi to rush the passer. And as I was running, I did a couple laps around it, and I heard them playing, and then I was just like, at what point in our society did we decide that Mississippi was the state we were going to use to track time?
Because it takes long enough to say to where even if you're saying it fast, it probably goes back to football. Because you're like, oh, you can only rush after 4 Mississippi. Or like whatever. It definitely is with games. It's like, okay, you have to count to 10 Mississippi, 100 Mississippi, whatever it is for hide and seek. It's because it takes a while to say. And even if you try and speed through it and say it fast, it's still going to take you a minute.
No, right. I mean, I get that. I get that logic. But my whole point was like, I'm running, so I had nothing but time on my hands at that point. And I was like, is Mississippi the longest named state that you could do? Like, obviously, like there was a whole other can of worms. Like, firstly, did Texas just think that they were the best at pass rushing forever? They're like, Texas 1 Texas, 2 Texas, 3 Texas, 4 Texas, 5 Texas. And then there was like some sort of like interstate game where like we played Oklahoma, and Oklahoma's like, what the fuck? You only have to count to Texas? We were counting to Oklahoma. That takes way longer. And then Texas just all of a sudden didn't have the fastest because then they're like 1 Oklahoma, 2 Oklahoma, 3 Oklahoma, 4 Oklahoma.
Nobody from Texas is counting Oklahomas.
Right, but I'm just saying, like they were
One's
trying
too
to
many.
make it something that you count longer. So then in my head, I'm like, what other long states? Like Massachusetts, 1 Massachusetts, 2 Massachusetts, 3 Massachusetts. Like that's an older state than Mississippi. How do we decide? Was it not SEC?
I was going to say SEC. It all comes back to football, and it's little kids rushing the passer. Nobody's going to say Massachusetts. It's cold half the year. They're not playing football year round. We are down here.
Okay. Next thing I thought, syllables is how it's based off of. Mississippi. 4 syllables. What has more? Massachusetts.
But also,
California.
nobody's counting California's.
What about North Carolina?
That's 2 words. It's too much.
That's 1 North Carolina, 2 North Carolina,
It's
3
too-
North Carolina, 4 North
Here's the
Carolina.
thing. It's too mouthy.
It should be North Carolina.
There's too many different sounds, and one, Mississippi is more fun to say than all of them.
I agree.
And it's got the alliteration. So you're saying that many syllables, you're saying all, but it's Mississippi, Mississippi. It's easy because it's repetitive.
Mississippi. But you're technically not even having to pronounce it like Mississippi.
Yeah.
North Carolina, you have to say the whole thing. North Carolina. South Carolina also works. I would
No,
accept
but see,
South
here's the
Carolina.
thing.
That's
They
SEC.
don't,
If you
they
want to
don't
go
even
SEC,
pronounce all the syllables in Carolina. It's Carolina. There's no O, so you're missing a whole syllable in
but
the
I
middle
feel like
there.
that takes longer to say it that way. North Carolina,
Carolina.
2 Carolina,
No, Carolina.
3 Carolina, 4 Carolina.
So you're not even saying the North. You're already skipping part of it.
Well, that's if they say that's how they say in Carolina.
Carolina.
Mississippi, I don't think that it was a bad decision.
It's just the most fun state to say.
But that made me wonder, like, how did we get to Mississippi being everybody says 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
It's long, and it's fun to say.
I kind of want.
It's practical.
I want to do North Carolina going forward. I think we should change it.
I think you're going to be the only one. People
we
in
should
North
change
Carolina don't want to say it.
North Carolina.
I want to go to North Carolina and say South Carolina, and when I'm in South Carolina, say North Carolina. Just cause some division.
West Virginia would still be 4. There's a lot of 4-syllable states, and I think
North Dakota, South Dakota.
North Dakota, 4, yeah, 4 syllables. South Florida.
That's just Dade County, baby.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think that good job choosing Mississippi, but it was selected because that's SEC territory, right?
Yeah, and it comes back to kids playing football in the backyard.
I feel like we should try Carolina, though. North
I
Carolina.
mean, we also have just skipped over Alabama this whole time, too.
Alabama. It's still 4.
Yeah.
But then there's 1
Alabama,
Bama, 2
2 Alabama.
Bama, 3 Bama, 4
See,
4
and then
Bama.
you just say Bama. Mississippi, nobody calls it.
Mississippi. You can do that and shorten it.
But nobody did that growing up.
Oh, they
It was
did.
I didn't.
Oh, they did.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
I mean,
3
because we played by the rules.
But that was the thing. If you could see if somebody's not saying it, and if they're saying Mississippi, you're like, no, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's a penalty.
No,
on
I
you.
sat fast, and then you get in a fist fight.
You have to say it clear, or else you're jumping the count.
You just sit fast, and you would just argue that
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Like I gotta
Yeah.
be able to hear the whole word. If I think you're saying it too quick, I'm gonna be like, it doesn't count. And I never had to do because everyone had integrity when we were playing sports on the playground.
Yeah, I don't know. Something to think about though, like the origin of stuff. Mississippi, not a great state probably, but it's a great counting mechanism.
That would be something cool to look into.
Yeah.
Somebody do the work for us.
I think we kind of just did, just mentally.
Yeah, but I mean, if we want the actual answer,
Yeah,
not just what we think.
I always liked in playground football and intramural football. Even I got kicked out of an intramural football game. Actually, the team, I got kicked off the team. Wasn't allowed to play the rest.
It's not
of the time
surprising
because I quickly learned in grade school that if you don't like somebody and they keep it's too in touch and they keep shoving you down, you just throw the ball and hit them in the face, and they stop doing that because we don't have helmets on. So you just rear back. Okay.
It was a bad throw.
Yeah, dude. I was trying. You got my throwing lane. You got my throwing lane, dude.
I threw it right at him. It's not my fault. That should have been an interception. He sucks.
Yeah, we played this dude. I mean, it was intramural, but I had been pushed down twice, and I was the quarterback. I was like, "This flag. There's flag football, dude. You're not even reaching the flag. You're just shoving me." And I was like, "Okay, you're not gonna call anything cool." And I just backed up and just popped him in the face, and his nose was bleeding. And I was like, "Oh no, oops. It slipped. Ball slipped."
You know whose fault that sounds like? The referees.
Yeah, you let the game get out of hand.
It's the referee's job to keep the game under control.
You have no control over your own game anymore, ref.
When it was probably some 8th grader.
Probably just somebody my age. It's probably somebody that's also in a class with me. It was just like, "You fucking idiot, stop doing that." So yeah, Mississippi, shout out.
That's what we learn about sports. If the refs don't control it, the players will control the sport. They will police it.
They will. Don't say what the Texans' old owner said though. Don't say that.
He didn't even say
Anything
the quote
about an
right.
asylum.
And also,
nobody running asylums. Don't say that.
but also, that's a very common saying.
We don't say that though.
See, I think it sounds racist of you to say that that's a racist thing to say, to
Right,
assume
well, I
that
actually
only
said-
one type of people's in prison.
I said Texans.
And not
former,
even prison, the asylum.
I said former Texans owner. I should have said former Texans governor.
No, he's an owner.
Yeah, but remember in the NBA, it was like they're not owners anymore.
Yeah,
They're governors who were
football
like,
ain't doing that shit.
But who owns the team? Like, well, the governor owns the team.
But he doesn't
But
own the players.
Nobody
thought he owned the
Nobody
players.
said that.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody thought.
Especially in basketball.
They're
They've
all-
got more power than
Yeah, they're all paid very well. Very, very well. So yeah, shout out Mississippi for helping us manage time. Last thing I had is just more of a comment on my brain, and it's that I haven't watched a second of the Democratic National Convention, but I work in
No, I
media.
get cliff notes from my brother.
Why? I bet you do. Can you forward those over to me? Because I'm sure those are electric. Just copy paste like what he tweets you, or what he says, and just tweet it, and just be like, Pat's brother's tweet.
I should just, next time I see him, I'm going to change my phone number in his phone to yours.
Remember when we were going to make
I don't know, Andrew. There's something weird crossed with the lines. It's just going to, just tell Alex and he'll let me know.
That'd be so What's up, Andrew? How's it going, dude? Yeah, no, let me, I'll
See what the
text
fucking liberals are doing today?
Go off, dude. What's up? Let's talk about it.
Giving out abortions.
They're giving
Right outside of they've got a van. They're doing it in a van.
Really what I had noticed is like at work and stuff, I'll just see like they're covering the Democratic National Convention, and it's DNC 24 is like how they branded it. And I, every single morning this week, have thought that it was some sort of like dance 24 competition. Because my brain, I guess, is just dyslexic. And it's
Ray
like,
Gun's touring the U.S.
Yeah, that was probably Ray Gun. I still got Ray Gun on the brain. I miss her. Fuck, dude. But wouldn't you rather watch Ray Gun for a week instead of some political thing? I'm
No.
not shitting on either side, but like it's just like just seeing DNC. I'm like, that dance. Why are they covering a dance competition on Good Morning America? Oh,
I did see yesterday.
Little John's dancing. That's cool.
There was some breakdancing competition, and it was just going viral yesterday on like Instagram and Twitter, and I was seeing it everywhere. And I was like, oh yeah, that's why everyone was so mad at her. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, that's what it
These
really
guys are
looks like.
really, really talented. They're
Turns
not
out-
doing bunny hops around the stage.
Just doing the kangaroo thing.
All the comments were like, no bunny hops. That's a deduction.
Yeah, I feel like that should be a requirement in all future breakdancing competitions.
Oh, I would definitely
You gotta
start
do
off
the Ray
every
Gun.
routine with that just to get a laugh.
But yeah, that just the Democratic National Convention looking like Dance 2024. I feel like that was a misbranding on their part. And also, what is the point of the conventions? I feel like you could just say that this is the candidate we're nominating, and I think that in the stuff that they talk about, like it's like them trying to rally people. Like everybody at the Democratic National Convention is probably already decided, right?
Well, normally at the convention is where they pick the candidate. Normally there's
Right, but,
still
like,
3 or 4 people
You
in
could
the
just
running.
say like, "Hey, this is our candidate." You don't have to do it at.
But they vote. They vote at the thing to pick
Okay,
their final
that makes more
candidate.
sense.
It's just they've already been like everyone else has already dropped out on one side, and the other side they just appointed somebody without letting the people have a say.
But let's not get into that part. But
That's what happened.
no,
that's
but-
not editorializing at all.
and a convention just kind of sounds lame.
It sounds like conventions are fun.
But you
It's
have to
just they're
call it-
lame because it's politics.
But like, haven't they learned from like the nerds kind of nailed it with cons? It's a convention. You just call it a con, and people are like, hell yeah, dude, DNC con. Hell yeah, bro, I'm down to go to DNC con. Who's gonna be there? They got Kamala's on a panel. Fuck yeah,
Well,
dude.
they don't want to do that with politics because everyone's just gonna be like, yeah, they are cons. It's all a con. That's why they don't do it. But other than that, every other convention I've ever heard about sounds fun. Like I even think like the porn conventions would probably be fun to go to. But my biggest problem is that I just feel like the entire building smells like latex, and that's gross.
I've been to one of those. That was one of my first assignments.
Did it smell
with
like
the Rob
latex?
Ryan show? No, but the thing about that is like I was there to cover it, and we played a game called Porn No, and that was me asking strippers or adult film entertainers. That was me just asking them questions about like just common stuff at the time, and just trying to see like, will they get this answer right or wrong? And then listeners would call in and have to guess whether or not they got the question right. And it would be like, who is so-and-so's opponent in this upcoming election? It was the Trump and Clinton one. And they all knew that. And then it was like, what is the state capital of Texas? What is what is the name of, what are the first 3 words of the U.S. Constitution and stuff like that? And it was like, are they going to get this or not? And then like,
I don't know that.
yeah, it's
We the people. Yeah.
Yeah, we the
For a
people.
second, I was like, I don't know it. Yes.
Most people know that.
It took me a second.
But it was like, I'm not trying to say you're dumb. We're just playing a game, and like a lot of people are going to think that. So it'd be funny if you got all of these right. And they're like, okay, and they were cool. But then there were a couple other people that were working there, and then everybody that was just attending the con. I don't want to throw judgment out, but they seemed like everybody you would think would go to a porn convention. Mm-hmm. Like
A lot of dudes that look like me.
not,
Except
I
the,
was gonna
the
say
beards
that.
are more on the
not
neck.
necessarily that, but you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
A lot of overweight neck beards. A lot of really skinny dudes in trench coats.
And then it just kind of was a little weirder to me. I've not gone to a lot of conventions or cons, but like when you go to Comic-Con and you take your Walking Dead collector's series comic book because you want to get Norman Reedus to sign it. You're like, dude, I fucking loved you on Walking Dead. Will you sign this comic? Like, that's not as weird as when you're like, hey, this is the penthouse that you were on. It was the 13th time you were on Penthouse. Nina Hartley, can you please sign this? And then, like,
I would dress up as like a
this?
janitor or a pizza guy and go, like, I'm going to be in costume for this too.
Well, a lot of them didn't really have a lot of costume.
It'd be like the guy that shows up with a glove and a jersey to a baseball game. Like, dude, they might put me in.
Never know. You got
Dude, if I
full
show
jersey.
up in costume, they might be like, well, we're about to film and our guy dropped out. Can you be there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally do it. It's going to be the shortest scene you've ever shot.
I think Nina Hartley that was in Boogie Nights was there.
I think she's still knocking out videos, dude.
Is she?
From time to time, I'll see one pop up. I'm like, not going to click on it, but respect, Nina.
And then what was the other one? Is it Lexi?
Bell. Was she older?
No.
Or younger? Yeah,
No.
probably Lexi Bell.
Let me see.
Actually, see, that's the thing, though. There's a lot of Lexis.
Well, work Wi-Fi, by the way.
I'm just Googling names that could be anybody's name.
Okay.
Lexi Bell is definitely not her,
Okay.
but I like her work as well. Also like her
She's
work.
talented. Has a lot of vigor.
Oh, no, it was Val Dodds. I don't know why I thought it was Alexi.
I don't know that one.
Val Dodds.
That's the one I don't know.
She followed me on Instagram because I was like, I'm going to follow you right now. And she's like, I'll follow you back. And then I watched her follow me. And she still, I think, follows me. But it doesn't do like Twitter says like follows you. I can't tell unless you unfollow somebody on Instagram because it'll say follow back. I don't want to unfollow her because I think it'd be rude. And then I have to like
sure.
all of her pictures that she posts because like I don't want her to feel like I don't support her.
I don't like
Right?
anyone's pictures. I like our stuff.
I'm a like whore. Like if you
That's
post
cool.
stuff, I'm just like positive. Let's go. Let's like.
Actually, no, that's not true. I like everything except thirst traps.
See, sometimes I just get in the habit of just double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap.
Because I don't want to be the guy that's like, dude, I see you liking all those booby pics.
But now they can't.
Like, yeah, you know I like them.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is weird because like I don't care, but I just don't online.
Because they're boobs.
Yeah, boobs
That's
are
why I
awesome.
liked them. All
Boobs are
right, pal. You don't like boobs? Okay.
I love boobs.
More for me. But yeah, that's pretty much what I had. What did you guys have for the Precome segment?
It's time, dude. Football's back.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Football is back.
So
I'm
bad.
so excited. And actually, all of what we're gonna do
It's
after
definitely
this, the
gonna
next thing we're
become
doing,
that,
the
yeah.
Robert Felines, mine are all football.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah, I got a bunch of football ones.
Shit.
So it's gonna be really fun.
I was thinking of a game. Like this is behind the scenes, but quickly, just put it like Jeopardy, verbal trademark. Nobody can steal this. Like it's just Jeopardy, but Robert Felines. So all the categories are just everything is a Robert Feline. Instead of answering it in a question, you would just have to get the Robert Feline. I think we figured out a game show, boys.
That's actually brilliant.
Because it'd be like movies, and then they're all Robert Feline movies.
And all mine are the 200s.
like
yours are the
cartoon characters.
1400.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We could all figure it out.
Just
We
get
come up with a million of
abstract
them.
as shit.
That's our lot. We got to maybe not this year. 2025. I want to make
Robert
that a goal.
Felepity.
Robert, right? All right. Set a reminder to in 5 months. Remind me to make a Robert Felines game show that we can do live. We'll figure that out. That
Okay.
seems possible.
Yeah. I'll note it down.
We'll figure it out.
I'm like, fuck, we didn't do that. You're right. We have to do all of this. Okay, well, what'd you have? What'd you have, Robert?
I think my favorite concerts to go to are the ones where I'm not there for the headliner. I went to go see AWOL Nation yesterday, and 311 was the headliner. And I got to leave early and be home by 9.
That's pretty sick. That is pretty sick. And that is also, I've done that a couple of times. For Elijah Jones has been on the show a couple of times from the Constellations. I saw them, and they were always just an opening act. And it was awesome getting to be like, I don't even know the opening band here, dude. Like, I'm deucing right after this. Like, I'm peacing out. Awesome.
The only bad thing was we had to be there when doors open because Sam's short, I'm short, so we got to be at the very front. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to see the band that we're there to see.
And
so
Robert ain't putting nobody on his shoulders.
Yeah,
You wouldn't put Sam on your shoulders?
I have a bad back.
Probably from carrying around that hog all the time.
That's probably what it is. Those are the side effects they don't tell you about.
And I think yesterday we got there. Doors opened at 5:30. I think we got there 5:31. We didn't get to be right in the center, but we got to be a left and at the barrier. So we were right at the front. and we're just there for like an hour and a half standing before the show even starts. Like it was Neon Trees first, and then AWOL Nation. But we got to be home by 9.
Sick.
Neon Trees is pretty sick. Yeah, I only know 2 of their songs.
Probably not as sick as Sublime. Or, I mean, 311.
311.
311. I mean, 311. All the songs are kind of the same. I like 311. I've seen them like 5 times too. But they go into it with Sublime every single time. When Sublime with Rome was still a thing, I think I saw them 4 years in a row, and it was like I felt like I saw the same exact show. I was like, I don't hate this. This is tight, but like, I saw it.
It's just I know 311. I don't really know AWOL Nation. So I was like, how dare you? But also, I don't.
I can't remember who was in town. Was it Def Leppard was just in town? Like last week or the week before, and they played maybe Minute Maid, or was it Styx? It was like some oldies band, but I remember somebody was like, shout out to them for going on at 6 o'clock. And I was like, dude, normalize that. Like, that is a very old person take that we're getting into that. We're like, I don't know, man, this is sick. And that'd also be funny if you just had a reverse bill, like comedy kind of does, where it's like, look, you're going to have the opener, but then you get your headliner, and like when you go to an open mic, they put the people that people know first, because then people just tend to start leaving. And then like, oh, you're new here? Okay, cool. We're going to put you on at midnight. And then you go last. So like, that's why, like in New York and LA, all those comics that are, and probably Austin now, like all those comics that are fighting to get their time are going on at like 1, 2 in the morning because nobody knows who they are. And then you got to get passed by somebody. But that'd be funny if it was just like Blink 182 opening. And then like Amy Shark, she's gonna be the headliner. You're like, what? Okay. It's like Blink 182's on at like 5. This is awesome.
That'd be so sick. That does sound amazing, though, to be like, dude, I got out of the concert early. I missed all the traffic.
Yep.
I was home at a good time. We're so old and washed.
Dude, I bet that had to be like such a perfect day.
Yeah. And I'm at the point too where I'm putting in not earplugs, but like AirPods essentially in my ears as my earplugs. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not that old yet.
I don't know. I've gone to I went to Cage the Elephant, and I was like right by the speakers. I guess it depends on where you're standing.
Yeah, we were right in front of the speakers.
Yeah, when you're right, my ears rang for 3 days. Well, also, I was like, it's never going to stop. I'm stuck. Like, I have tinnitus now.
The last concert I was at was with you at BuzzFest. And what was that, like 2 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't leave my house.
It's true.
When we left, I told Sam, like, hey, I do this because I don't want like any ear damage. Do you want to bring your headphones? She's like, no. I'm like, are you sure? Like, yeah. For Neon Trees, he was like plugging your ears. Like, there's hurts my ears. We had to ask that security guy. I'm like, hey, do you have any extra earplugs? Like, no, not on me, but like, I got to go to the front anyway. So he brought us some.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm also like, I would never be that close to the speakers because I'm like, what's the cheapest ticket? That one.
Yeah, I'm also like,
far.
Another older guy move is just been, I'm cool being in the balcony. I'm cool being in the balcony. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, because there's not chairs up front. I need a chair.
Yeah. I saw Blink in the pit, and that was cool. That's
one of the few
tickets,
shows I would
got
do that
upgraded.
for.
Yeah, and I was like, if it wasn't Blink, I'd probably have been like, can I sit down though?
Like Blink,
you just
or
trade
like
with somebody kind of closer.
If
closer
AC/DC did one final show, I'd be like, okay, I'll stand for that.
Yeah, but everybody else there would be sitting down too because all the AC/DC fans are older.
That's true. They might even have chairs in the pit. That'd be sick.
Blink probably would have put chairs there if you asked.
I mean, they're getting old too, just like us.
We'll talk about. I guess this is growing up, you know.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying there? Hey, there we go. There we go.
Let me give you some for that one.
Boom.
That was nice.
That sync up there, Robert. That sync up.
Yeah, I got it.
Let's get into some Robert Felines, fellas. You want to do some Robert Felines?
Hell yeah.
All right. Robert Felines. I have to do the quick intro just because if there's somebody new listening every time. We started this when somebody asked us if Robert Feline was the proper name for Bobcat, and then we kind of went down the rabbit hole of how long would it take us to get Bobcat out of somebody saying the word Robert Feline and telling us it was an animal. Then we just started coming up with our own. We called them Robert Felines. Shout out to Raymundo Benavides for coming up with the first one. And now every week we just try and come up with words that are basically codes for other words. Then we say those words, we give the hint, and like, hey, this is the category. It's one of these things, and this is the word. Then you got to guess it. So I'll start. Or you had one. You had a couple, right? You had football ones?
I'll start you off with an easy one.
Okay.
And these are all going to be football teams.
Football teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Combative drunks.
The Fighting Irish.
There you go. See, easy one right off the hook.
Okay.
Cowardly coats. Cowardly Coats.
Cowardly Coats. Commander?
That would be the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Oh, yellow. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that
And
a
then
lot.
last one, I had the Weed Birds. Weed Birds.
It's college.
Yeah. These are all college teams. Because college football is starting this week. Maybe I'll do pros when they
Rice
start.
Owls.
Kansas Jayhawks.
Ooh.
Because it's a J, dude.
Okay. Okay. That makes fun.
I'm so ready for football to be back.
Dude, yeah, it's good. It's
The
good.
downside is I did figure out I'm going to have to start doing my yard work during the week because I ain't going to get shit done on the weekends for the first
Just
couple
gotta
months.
get up early.
I
Gotta get up early.
don't know
Don't
about
you
that.
realize this every year?
Every year.
Well, Chan,
Every year my yard looks like shit during the first month and a half of football season.
you know that football season changes at start time all the time.
No, I know it's coming. I just am a lazy piece of shit. What do you got?
All right, I have some Robert Felines for you. Let's start with the easiest one that I have this week. This is a movie. Fraud Sky. Fraud Sky.
Is it a new movie or old movie?
Old movie, action movie.
Old action movie. Fraud Sky.
I'm thinking like con, lie.
Con Air.
Yep.
Con Air.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Let's
Con
go,
Air.
boys. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right. This is a musician. Skywalker grooming.
Luke Combs.
Yeah, nailed it. Let's go, Pat. Let's go, Pat. This is a restaurant. Foul shoes. Foul shoes.
Chick-fil-A.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Fila or shoes.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is the shoe
Fila
on
or
this
shoes.
one?
Food. This is a food. Dick base. Dick base.
Sausage something? Weenie roast.
You said base,
Dick base.
like ground.
It's B-A-S-E base, by the way.
I don't know.
Meatball. Dick.
Ball,
meat,
base?
baseball.
Oh, baseball. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Damn, that was good.
There you go. Okay, this is another food. Nervous bird cheese.
And what was the category on this one?
Food. Nervous bird cheese.
Chicken queso?
Close. I guess that could have also been one, but it's not.
Well, I mean, chicken queso isn't really. Nobody
Right.
would say, dude, I made chicken queso. You mean you just put chicken in queso is its own thing. So it's chicken something, chicken parm.
Yep. Let's
parm.
go, boys. Okay. All right. Last one. I think I'm saving the best for last. This is a celebrity and an athlete. And the Robert Feline.
Is it two or is it it's a celebrity who's
Both.
an athlete?
Both.
Okay.
They've done it all. King Dog Jeans. King Dog Jeans.
King Dog. It's a celebrity athlete. I see. I got LeBron James in my head, and I can't think of anything else now.
They were an athlete. They are now a celebrity. King Dog Jeans.
What could be dog?
Dog jeans would go together.
Yeah.
Dog.
I got nothing.
King Dog Jeans. You anything, Robert? Mm-mm. King Dog Jeans is Charles Barkley.
King Charles.
Oh, okay.
You know, the funny
Lee
thing is,
the
earlier
Bad
today I was
Jeans.
trying to come up with one, and it was who was the king that couldn't have boys? I had something.
Jong-un.
No, it was it was Henry something, and I was like, I could do King something. I was like, well, just saying Henry and King is a little hard, and then Alex fucking pulls that right out on me.
Sometimes you just gotta leave it to the pros.
They gotta be. I mean, that's a $1,200 question right there.
Gotta leave it to the pros right there. But yeah, those were some Robert Felines for you. I like that. I like this part every week. And it's funny because like I'll start thinking of them, and then just 80 of them flood into my head.
Hold on. Why is dog jeans Barkley? What do the jeans have to do with it?
Lee jeans.
Damn it!
Lee's a brand.
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'm a Wrangler man. All
Yeah,
right?
no, I mean same.
Well, Wrangler, and actually, I do have some
what am I
Levi's as
wearing?
well.
I'm wearing Scotch and soda right now. I'm not
I don't-
not a
dude,
Wrangler guy. No.
I have 4 pairs of Levi's. I don't know where any of them came from.
That's
I never
cool-
buy
like,
Levi's.
did you just steal them?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
I don't know who I'd steal them from. I'm way fatter than all my friends, and they fit me.
Are they from high school?
No, I didn't wear 40s in high school.
Do you ever wear high school clothes? Do you still wear stuff you wore in high school, Robert?
Bro, I can't fit into anything.
No.
I can't fit into socks I had in high school.
Really? I don't know. I feel like half of my stuff is still stuff I have from like I wear all my like
Yeah, I got
a
really
lot,
fat after high
A
school.
lot of my Giants shirts that I wear regularly are still like I wore that in like 9th grade.
I mean, you're not as skinny as you were in high school, but you're still the same basic size.
I just get I yo-yo back and forth. I have a self-hate thing, and then I just be like, you fat piece of shit, and then I'll go work out for a month, and then I'll be like, I'm not doing this. And then
Yeah, I do
I'll
the same
go back
thing,
into
except
that
then I
cycle.
get high on my couch and I eat cake out of the fridge
Yeah,
and play video games.
you gotta train yourself to get high, and then do like workouts with it, and be like, it's gonna go fast. It's gonna go faster because you're just chilling. Running kind of stoned, not that bad.
Yeah, but there's sports on.
Right. But then you can think about sports because you're kind of high. You're like, all right, Giants got so-and-so this week. Okay, we got this. And we're going to have to take out Kayvon Thibodeau's going to be paired up with so-and-so, which is going to open up Brian Burns, which is going to mean this is going to happen. And then Deontay Banks is going to... Okay, and like you're thinking stuff through the whole time. And then you listen to some tunes.
I don't like to think. I like to zone out.
I like thinking about football, though.
I do like thinking about
I like thinking about football always. So those are our Robert Felines. Let's move on to the Comeback Kids segment. We just finished the Precome segment. It's brought to you this week by Little M Air Fresheners, the best air fresheners on the planet. Go over to littleemshop.com, Little EM Shop, and order one of the best air fresheners in the world. We got the Fresh to Death scent, the Little Ice scent, and the Miami Beach scent. I enjoy the Miami Beach right now. That's what I've got in my car. It's got the little rad thing hanging there. They also, I think in the Diaper Genie, what did I say we had? Was it Fresh to Death we put in a couple weeks ago? But yeah, Diaper Genie, clutch when you drop the little air freshener right there, dude. Like, it is sick, and you don't smell shit when you pull it out there. It smells, Little M air fresheners, not poop. It's the best. But Little M air fresheners, better than any stupid baby back bitch little trees you can get out there. Also, when you go to littlemshop.com, if you order $10 or more, you're gonna get free shipping, and you're also gonna get 10% off your order when you use our promo code PTG69 at checkout. They also have other cool things like compact mirrors, customizable stickers and prints, and keychains that you can customize as well. Perfect for back to school when you want to put your kid's name on their backpack to make sure that they can find it at the end of the day. Go to check out some of the best tchotchkes, retro-inspired tchotchkes on the internet at littleemshop.com, littleemshop.com. If you get anything from them, let them know on Twitter and Instagram. They're at Little EM Tweets and at Little EM Shop on Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. littleemshop.com, promo code PTG69 for 10% off your order at littleemshop.com. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. Our first comeback kid this week is college football. Fuck yeah, dude.
I was just, the entire time you were doing
College
that ad, I was just looking at all the lines for
I
this weekend.
I've officially placed last night. I placed my first bet. I was looking at some bets for last night, and I still I haven't had a good feel for baseball all year, so I've just stopped kind of betting baseball and kind of stick with soccer. And then I was just like, college football, I gotta bet something. And I was already on the site, and I took Florida State -10. Took Florida State -10.
You got in early. Good. It's
I
10
just
and a
thought-
half now.
Yeah, I saw it went up to 10.5 this morning, so maybe I'm a sharp. I don't know. But college football is officially back. It's week 0 this week, so it's like fake excitement, but like it's still football. Where you like, all right, this is a game that counts. This isn't preseason, even though it's kind of preseason for a lot of the teams, but like a loss would still count. 11 a.m. our time on Saturday morning, we're going to get to watch Florida State and Georgia Tech, buddy. Or the cowardly overcoats.
I'm
or whatever
so
you call them.
excited. I might have to do I have 11 a.m. wings?
Yeah.
I might have to get 11 a.m. Buffalo
for week
wings.
0, you gotta.
Yeah. Just sit on the couch. Don't move. just hammer wings
gonna be great.
and beer and just enjoy life.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. And then I also had this epiphany a little bit earlier this week where I was like, well, Saturday, if somebody asked me, I'll just say, like, I'm with my kid. Can't do anything. I got the kid. So guess what? I can't go out any Saturdays or Sundays for the next until like at least February. I got to stay at home
that must be
and
so
watch
nice.
my kid. So,
You got to get out of jail
sorry.
for at least 18 years now.
It's pretty sick.
You've got to just can't do it.
Oh, yeah, that thing I got to watch my kid. And also a lot of college football that I coincidentally just have on. But hey, she's not going anywhere. So
You gotta
I can't
raise
go
her
anywhere.
right.
I can't go anywhere. What, you want me to just sit there and just stare at the wall? No, thank you.
I mean, she's going to love it too.
She's gonna love it.
I mean, it's just green grass everywhere. It's a peaceful thing to look at.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, there's violent activity going on top of the green grass.
But that's just, it's
but
all
she
out
can't
of
really
fun.
see. She just sees like motion and
They
green.
have Guardian helmets now. That's better.
That's going to be so weird the first time we see them on the field.
Somebody's gonna wear it. Yeah, they're allowed to now, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, they're allowed to in the NFL, so I assume in college they'll be allowed to also. But our brains are just going to be like, that guy's weak.
Why has he got that? Why does he have a pillow on
It's a
his
sign
head?
of weakness. Don't bet on which team has more guys. Ooh, that's going to be a dumb thing we have to do this year. Find out which team has more guys wearing Guardian helmets. Bet
against
the other
them.
way.
Yeah.
Like, their team's just not mentally strong.
Start tracking that.
How many starters do they have wearing the...
Yo, these guys fucking hate concussions, pussies.
Their quarterback has a Guardian helmet on? Yeah, that guy is not going to be standing in the pocket. I'm going to bet for at least 2 interceptions. Just throwing up a chunk. That guy's meanwhile going to
This
be...
guy, not mentally tough.
Ooh, I bet you the first NFL quarterback to do it's going to be Caleb Williams. He's going to take one hard hit, and then he's going to be like Guardian helmet.
I think Kyler Murray probably already has it. Because he thinks it makes him taller.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about trying to look taller with it on.
Yeah.
That's a good point. There can be a lot of short guys wearing them.
And also because Kyler Murray's a little fucking bitch.
Yeah, it's true. He is a little bitch.
Somebody was talking about the NFC West. Like, what about the Cardinals? I was like, we don't need to talk about the Cardinals. Like, why not? I was like, because Kyler Murray's the quarterback. He's like, you really don't like Kyler Murray? I was like, Kyler Murray's a little baby back bitch, dude.
Their coach is unintentionally
It's
hilarious,
still,
though.
I did say he was never going to be anything like Daniel Jones, and still that's correct. 0 playoff wins, so Daniel Jones has 100% more. So I actually crushed that take.
Dan Jones.
Dan Jones. Preseason doesn't count. We don't count preseason. It's fine.
How sad are you going to be if he shaves his beard before we
I don't know. It didn't work on Saturday.
It did not. Maybe he needs to shave the beard.
I
Dan Jones experiment has failed, and we need to pivot.
I went to the game with my brother, the Texans. It was in Houston with the Texans Giants, and my brother, when he made a bad pick. I think he was just trying to make it's preseason. He was like, "I'm just trying to make a play now." Like that's what I have convinced
I'm just
myself.
seeing if I can make that throw.
Look, this is a dumb throw, obviously, but what if preseason won't? I'll look like a hero. If not, it's just preseason. That's what I have since chalked it up to. But when I was there and he throws the pick, and I was like, "That's the worst throw I've ever seen in my life. Why would you throw that ball?" And then it gets returned. My brother just grabbed me leaned over and grabbed me by the shoulder. He's like, I was going to talk shit, but nothing I can say is worse than what you just watched right there. And I was like,
that is talking shit.
I was like, no, it's true. And then I just sadly sat.
But you got
in
to be
my
like, dude, it's
seat
preseason.
for
It
the
doesn't
whole
matter.
first half. I did. I said that. But then I was just sad because then he threw another interception.
He's working out the kinks.
But it was actually a really good defensive play by Stingley. So like I wasn't that mad. The first one just looked really bad. And I have completely convinced myself that it was just a fluke, that he's definitely not thrown interceptions before.
You can't be mad at a pick by Stingley. That guy's elite.
Remember 2 years ago when he only threw 5 picks? And we won a playoff game? That was cool. Fewest picks in the league. And the league had any starter.
I haven't seen him yet this year. How round is Dable looking?
Oh, he's skinny. He lost a lot of weight.
He did?
Lost a lot of weight.
I don't know if I like that.
Hot Dable now.
Yeah, but rotund Dable? The guy just looks so cuddly.
I don't know. They also had a weird moment where the Giants center is John Michael Schmitz, and his brothers or cousin, his family was right there. And like I thought they were his family because they look exactly like John Michael Schmitz, and like they had 61 jerseys on, and a lot of people don't have your center's jersey on. And I just was like, okay, cool. This guy's, what's up, guys? And then I was like, hey, y'all see your boy? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, going to be one of the best centers in the league. Going to be one of the best centers. I fucking love that guy. And they were like, we're really hoping he pans out too. And I just dapped him up and was like, I'm out. This is weird.
Actually, you know what? Spin zone on Dable. Maybe he was like, you know what? Already a fat coach in our division. He's probably getting fired after this year. I got to lose weight, so I'm not the fat coach.
That's good point. Good point.
Because as far as I know, there's only one good fat coach in the league. It's Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, yeah.
All the other good coaches, Matt LaFleur, skinny, good-looking guy.
Very skinny.
Yeah.
Dable, very good.
Mike McDaniel.
Guy.
People they haven't won anything yet. Yeah, but he's a good coach.
Yeah.
You can see he's a good coach.
Well, he didn't try and kill Tua Tagovailoa mentally.
That's true.
Like Brian Flores did. We'll get into that another time. But yeah, football's back and college football's back. And like the slate of games is just not great. But
no, it's week 0.
It's like you have Florida State, Georgia Tech. That's okay. That's pretty solid. That's the marquee game, I would say. And then you get Montana State, New Mexico. Yeah, not great. But it's still football. So then you can go from that into SMU, Nevada. And then right into that, you get, hey, if you're losing already, you can just bet Hawaii against Delaware State, dude.
The late game kicking off at 10:59 p.m. That's going to be beautiful.
That's the best, dude. Yeah, Comeback Kid is also just Hawaii.
That's
chasing bets with Hawaii at midnight kickoff. You're like, fuck, I am down $400 right now. Let's just go $400 on the Rainbow Warriors. Let's take it out. Let's go, boy. They're playing Fresno State. And then you get your ass handed to you and you're down $800.
Like, there's still going to be late night games all the time. But it just not being Pac-12 late at night hurts.
I feel like we're going to get over it.
We are, because it's still football.
Well, Washington.
But having that one late night game to where you get to make the decision, do I make one more bet tonight?
Well, Oregon State and Oregon are still in there.
Yeah, but that's...
Do they play
It's
each
a
other
2-team conference, yeah.
Wait,
so they will have a conference champion. No, not every... They're not just playing each other over and over.
I was like...
That would be sick if they played like...
so funny.
Because you're supposed to have, 6 conference games?
Like, can you imagine trying to, be an analyst on the game? Like, yeah, so, if Oregon loses this... If they lose this one, man... And who is it? It's Oregon State and Washington State. Oregon State and Washington.
Yeah.
Dude, if Oregon State loses this one, they got a big game against Washington State coming up next week. We're going to see if they can recover from that one. And then after that, in 2 weeks from now... They're going to be going to Pullman, Washington to take on Washington State. So it'll be interesting to see if they could rebound from this loss.
They have to do game day there that week when they play each other. I don't know. There's probably bigger games the week that they play each other. But it's no, because it is the only one time. But they have to do game day there because it's probably going to be the last Big 12 game.
Who do they play?
They just play a bunch of other random teams throughout the year.
They're just Notre Daming it.
And then they have a 1-game conference schedule for the conference championship.
Did you either go winless or undefeated in conference? That's it.
That's got to be a sick feeling.
I'd be like, didn't lose a conference game all year.
I don't know if the Pac-12 actually will disappear next year. If they'll join or if they'll just bring in a bunch. I think the Pac-12 will be the new Conference USA. They just bring in a bunch of lesser teams.
I didn't understand why the Mountain West wasn't we'll be the Pac-12
because they want to be we outlasted the Pac-12.
Yeah, but you could just be we'll just be the Pac-12.
Here, bring in a bunch of lesser teams, but you have to hire Pete Carroll gets one of them.
All right, Pete Carroll can.
You just get and then give Chip Kelly one of the other teams. Okay. Is he coaching right now or no? Is he still with UCLA?
I don't fucking know. Oh, he's at Ohio State.
Oh, that's right. He's so next year he gets a head coaching job. Whatever school he goes to, you're in the Pac-12.
I like that.
We have to bring back the Pac-12. Every team that's going to be in that conference has to be okay, offense only. We're not even going to try on defense. We're getting back to giving identities to these conferences.
65-59 is going to be the final of every game.
Yeah, we need an overs conference, man. The SEC, yeah, they've got high-powered offenses, but great defenses, so you can't just always bet the over. The Big Ten, that's Midwestern football, which is now also East or West Coast teams.
Yeah, that's wild.
So it's not, that's weird. I don't know. I need to know that there's one conference that if I just need to put a bet on the board and I know nothing about the teams, I know I can just bet the over.
You see Big 12 kind of.
Well, I mean, there is the MAC. There's always MAC.
Those games are Thursdays.
Yeah, and Wednesdays. Those are great.
And I think Conference USA plays a bunch of Tuesday games this year.
So we gotta put in the work to figure out what is the over conference this year.
Well, believe me, nobody will put in the work more than we will.
Which actually, maybe the over conference will be the Big 12 again because without the 2 big dogs in there anymore, who's recruiting defense to Baylor?
Yeah.
Even though I think Dave Aranda actually is a good defensive coach.
I don't know.
See, that's
I
the
don't
beauty.
fucking know.
This early in the year, it's not that we don't have any knowledge. It's just that we don't know what the teams are
Nobody
yet.
knows. Dude.
Nobody knows yet. Georgia could be awful. We don't know. They won't be. They're going to be really
It
good.
probably won't be bad. I am weirdly just excited to see Alabama with a different guy than Nick Saban there.
Oh, I'm excited.
Like you could not have.
He's going to be
changed
really
it
good,
up.
but he's not going to be Nick Saban.
But
So, like, fuck you,
can't
Bama.
Be further from Nick Saban than a guy named Kalen
DeBoer.
DeBoer, which is
Went from Nick
absolutely
Saban to a French guy? What the hell is this?
which is absolutely like a created name on NCAA. Eventually, like you recruit Kalen DeBoer probably every year on NCAA Football 25.
Oh, for sure.
He's some like 5-star recruit in Florida that you're like, fuck, I need this quarterback.
I can't wait. The first time they lose, I'm definitely listening to the Palm Feinbaum show the next day just to hear all the Alabama coach is trash. We gotta get him out of here. He had a loss in his first year with the Tide. You can't do that with the Tide. It's gonna be great to watch Bama fans just losing their minds. Like, well, what do you mean we don't have the greatest coach of all time anymore? For the past 14 years, I've just been able to be cocky because I know we have it. Now everyone else, NIL's out there. Everyone else is allowed to pay players. You can't just bet on Alabama being one of the best teams anymore.
Did you see Oklahoma State has like QR codes on the back of their players' helmets now, so you can send them NIL money?
Yeah, which is a brilliant move, especially after the head coach came out and said, listen, told all of his players, he goes, season started. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear anything from your agents. That's all. You can do that again in December. I don't want to hear anyone asking for money. The football season has started. You're getting paid what you're getting paid now. I'm like, I don't know if that's a great recruiting tactic, but I mean, Gundy's been there for 16 years.
Yeah.
Been there a long time. He's established enough to do it.
I just like that. Like now, I feel like Oklahoma State is the equivalent of every female that's on a bachelorette party. It's like, oh my God, it's Morgan's bachelorette party. Venmo us if you want us to have a good time.
I should just put mine on my car.
Yeah, well, but like, I don't know. I always think it's like kind of like douchey to do
Oh, no,
that.
it's totally douchey.
But like, that's exactly what everybody in Oklahoma State is. They're like, send me money. Here's my Venmo. Scan the QR.
I should just be like,
But it is kind of solid because, like, if you bet they're running back to score a touchdown and they score a touchdown, I'm like, here's $5. Thanks, dude.
Venmo me if you don't like the way the country's going, because that could be either way. That could be either way.
Ooh, that's really good.
You're scared of the Republicans, you Venmo me $5. You're terrified of Democrats, you Venmo me $5.
You scared of RFK, maybe? I don't know.
If you want to
Somebody
fight for
might
your
be.
country back, just put
Bears.
like something vague that could mean either way.
Bears are scared of RFK, probably.
I mean, they have good reason to
They'll
be.
run over him.
He's 0-1 that we know, or I mean 1-0 that we know of.
1-0,
Bears.
yeah, which is way better than I would be, probably.
His bear count could be off the charts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah,
I'll be a Packers fan.
college football back this week. Also back, Patrick Mahomes, because he's just doing dumb shit again. He's fucking throwing the ball behind his back. Not fair.
So good.
Not fair.
Andy Reid needs to retire after this year.
I hate it. I hate it.
Like, because
so
Mahomes
much.
ain't going anywhere and he's great, but like, I think he should have
My
to,
quarterback can't throw out of the end zone. You're just throwing behind the back pass. Fuck you, Patrick Mahomes. I think I hate him now.
I think what he needs to do is push for Andy Reid to retire and then have them hire Adam Gase as his head coach. So let's see how great he really is. Can you overcome Adam Gase?
You overcame no receivers at all and no running game, but can you do it without?
Can't say no
coach?
receivers. They're professionals. They're still good.
Kadarius Toney.
Rasheed Rice, though. He was good.
Yeah, not driving.
No. I'm surprised he didn't go to Florida or Georgia.
He should have. Yeah, he would have been perfect there.
God, he would've been great at Georgia.
Perfect. Do you think the Cowboys ever just watch, like, when the Chiefs are doing this, like, fuck, that could have been us? Like, damn it, dude. We did this in the 90s, and it was great. Why didn't we just get all the people that do drugs and bad shit?
I think Jerry was thinking about drafting him, but as he was thinking it over, he was like, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi State. I got Dak. Draft Dak.
Well, he also we can't forget that Jerry Jones has historically been known as somebody that has stood outside of a classroom to try and let certain people from getting in those classrooms because he didn't think they had the same rights as other people. So
That's
maybe
true.
That was what kept him away from Patrick Mahomes. Although the Dak Prescott thing would go against that, but still, I hate Jerry Jones, so that's my argument.
He's overcompensating by continuing to pay
overcompensating,
Dak.
Yeah. Well,
See, I'm not
actually,
racist. My quarterback's black.
he won't pay him now. So really,
He's gonna.
and Micah, and CD.
At the very, they should pay Micah and CD. They're great.
No.
If they were smart.
they should take all the money they would have given to them and give it all to Dak, and then trade CD and Micah. Actually, just cut them. Cut them. You don't need to get compensation.
Trade,
for them.
you know, on behalf as an owner, I have the right to propose this trade.
Okay.
I think the Packers should offer. I think a 3rd round pick would be enough for Micah because we're gonna have to pay him.
That's fair.
So I think we should just go ahead and book that trade in there.
1/3 round pick.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. That's perfect. All right.
I hope Jerry lives forever.
Yeah, me too. Don't let that man die ever.
But I really want him to pay Dak now, so when he fires Fat McCarthy at the end of the year,
That's
so
the
you're
dream.
stuck with
That's
your
the
quarterback.
dream.
So you bring in a new head coach who would want to bring in his own quarterback, but you're stuck with Dak. Because even if he's like, listen, I want to draft a new quarterback, who's the GM? Jerry Jones. He's like, I just paid this guy.
And then you have like an $80 million cap hit if you cut him. That's really the goal.
Dude, Dak might get like $60 million a year.
He deserves every penny of it.
He's like, well, no, other quarterbacks, I need 60. Everyone's going to make, but Dak, you suck in the playoffs.
Yeah, 160 maybe.
First $100 million quarterback.
Well, Patrick Mahomes.
No, I'm saying Dak is about to sign for $100 million.
Oh,
Like
just
a year. No,
$100
per
million a
year.
Yeah.
Not total, per
Fuck
year.
yeah, dude. That'd be great.
Cowboys fans are just fucking punching their car right
That'd
now.
be
Like,
great.
no.
So Patrick Mahomes is doing fuck shit, and he's still good at football. Fuck. Blink-182 is our next comeback kid because they're back.
I love them so
They're
much.
fucking back. They're like, oh yeah, we did have album of the year last year, boys. But guess what? We're not done. Even though their album was called One More Time, they have One More Time Part 2, so it would really just be called like again, another time around.
Another time.
One more time.
Are they calling
again.
it One More Time Part
Well,
2?
Yeah, One More Time Part 2. But it's like just call it another time. You've already had one more time. This is 2 more times.
Time and time again.
I hope they have a billion of these because I don't want them to stop. But they have a new single that's coming out Friday, and then September 6th, I think, is the 8 singles that are 8 songs that they have that is kind of an extension of One More Time. So fucking stoked. It was like we had to have them go away for a little bit, like the original 3, to like appreciate that shit. Now they just put out good shit again, even though all their stuff's been great. But
It's always been great.
I'm very excited for Blink-182 again.
I love them. They're my favorite band. They have been since I was a kid. I
Them,
listen to the
Avett
Mark,
Brothers,
Tom, and Travis
Incubus.
show more than any other album in my life. It was just fart jokes and dick jokes through
Yeah.
the whole thing, and that's my humor. That's perfect for me. I love those guys. I want them to do whatever makes them happy.
Me too.
And keep making music because that makes me
Ideally,
happy.
do that and then come to Houston more often.
Just move to Houston, guys.
Just do that. It's easy.
Play shows on my front yard.
Yeah, that's fine. I have a futon. One of y'all can stay on.
I got a spare room.
There you go.
Travis, anytime you need a place to stay,
Perfect.
I got
Courtney will love it.
a 2 single beds for you.
Which one's you with, Chloe?
Keep them out of town.
Okay.
I don't want the Kardashians to come in my
Fair.
life at all.
Fair.
I've done a good job of keeping them out for many, many
Yeah.
years. I only ever really saw Kim occasionally at night. But the rest of them, no. And God, don't bring what's the dumb one? The dumbest one. Not Courtney,
Chloe,
not Kim.
Courtney.
Chloe. I can't stand
Yeah.
her. She's the worst out of all of them. She sucks.
Chloe. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm confused, and I think I'm thinking of all of the wrong ones of them.
Chloe used to be the big one. And then she got skinny and completely changed her face.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy when you look at the before and after of like the Kardashians. You're like, oh,
I've been working out a lot. Where? At the plastic surgeon?
they
You've
might
got a
have
new
changed.
face. Like, she has kids, right? Like, did she come out and like her kids didn't recognize her?
I don't know.
We get all those like Avril Lavigne replacement theories. Nobody's ever said that for the Kardashians. Their faces are completely different than when we first saw them. None of them look the same.
They like we just know that you did a bunch of like plastic surgery.
Remember when they denied it for the longest time? Kim was like, I've never had any work done.
Oh yeah,
Never done anything. Really?
it's just
You used
all
to be
natural.
Persian. You're a different color than you once were.
Michael Jackson did. So yeah, shout out to Blink-182. They're back. And then our last comeback kid this week, I didn't see this coming until like I guess it was Monday or so, but I don't know. The youths have brought back Demi Moore. Demi Moore is back. Have you seen this at all?
No, I love Demi Moore.
Demi Moore, fucking yeah. I don't know. Everybody's like, you're very Demi Moore. You're giving me Demi Moore right now. So like, they're just. I think Demi Moore. They like discovered who she was on TikTok, and they're like, she's hot.
Did everyone just see Striptease or something?
They may have.
Great movie.
They may have. But I think Gen Z is just like, yeah, no, you're just giving Demi Moore. She's so beautiful, and you look so beautiful. Robert, have you seen that?
No, I don't know who Demi Moore is.
You don't know who Demi Moore is?
No,
She was married to Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
And before that, she was married to Bruce Willis.
Yes. Most notably, the guy from Die Hard and The Sixth Sense.
Still doesn't ring any bell. I've heard the name. I can't picture her.
She was one of the. I think she was the first actress to ever make $1 million for a movie. And
I
it
didn't
was
know that.
It was Striptease, and it was because she showed her titties.
Nice.
Yeah. That's why I know that
Nice.
trivia.
That's so pay extra, fellas.
Yeah, and I'm on work Wi-Fi, so I'm not looking that up.
I didn't say to look it up, Robert. I'm
get
just
off
telling
of
you. You
work
can trust
Wi-Fi.
me.
And by that I mean Demi Moore. Demi Moore is just it's gonna get blocked. I'm gonna be flagged.
But everybody on TikTok's just everything is giving Demi Moore, and I'm like, yeah, dude, she's fucking hot. What we
Could still get it.
That's just I think that's the new thing that they like discovered. They're like, all right, Demi Moore's hot. Everybody's Demi Moore if you're pretty. Let's go. So shout out to Demi Moore for making
Shout out
it come
Demi
back.
Moore.
The youths are fucking loving Demi Moore right now.
What a comeback.
You're giving Demi Moore, Pat. You're looking great.
Thank you.
Robert, you're also giving just Demi Moore vibes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem.
Yeah.
Just go check
I mean,
TikTok.
I've got the
That's why you
tits.
gotta
I
be on
see it for
TikTok,
me.
dude.
I don't know about Robert.
Luckily, I'm plugged into the youths, and I know what the youths are talking about.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't
a
know much about the
2-month-old,
youths.
so she tells me everything. And by
See, there
that,
you
I mean,
go.
I was
Yeah.
sitting holding her for a lot of the time, just scrolling TikTok.
You
so
have an
I
unfair
learned more.
advantage.
I
You've got a
learned more.
young person to tell you about these things.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Let's move on to the not cool segment. This is our segment where we tell you guys what's not cool from the last week. If you stub your toe, that's not cool. If you get shot, also not cool. There are varying degrees of not cool, and we'd like you to submit yours. And just it's kind of just a vent sesh for everybody. We're going to pick some of the best ones that you guys and gals submit each week and share them on the podcast. Use the hashtag PTGNotCool to @PassTheGravyPod on Twitter. That's how you reach to us. We'll pick some of the best ones each week. You can also make sure you're watching us on YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, go hit play on the audio version. If you're watching or listening to us on the audio version, hit play on the YouTube version. Make sure you're subscribed as well. Don't forget Pass the Gravy Podcast on YouTube. The best way to watch Pass the Gravy Podcast. This, guys, is the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, our first not cool goes is coming from. Sorry, my thing is messing
Hey,
up.
coming or going?
No, we're coming and going from Samantha Garcia @_XXSamG on Twitter. And Sam says her not cool is having my family over last night to celebrate my son getting baptized, only to have everyone leave and realize that my 9-year-old bratty sister trashed my son's room to hell and back. Yeah,
Hit her.
Well,
It's you're allowed to hit your
It's your
siblings.
sister. That's true. That's true.
Siblings fight. Doesn't matter if there's a massive age gap and she's only 9. Hit her.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
giving.
go.
I'm not
Don't
joking.
go,
I'm giving real
but-
advice. Hit your sister.
I mean, I think the most logical thing to do is just you play the long game, and you teach your son like this is your
Nemesis.
cousin, and when you get old enough, you can break anything in their room, and there will be no problems.
Oh yeah, no. Go over to their
Just
house and
do
trash
that.
trash her room.
Because there's nothing better than like when you play the long game. And you're like, yeah, but remember when you did that? This is that payback. So fuck you. And then it hurts more because they just thought that there were no consequences, and then they're like, oh no,
Next time, okay,
there were consequences.
plan to go over to their place.
This is like you sit on
Trash
this,
her room.
You sit on this for a couple of years, let it stew, and
Oh,
then,
no, do it
then
right
when your
away.
son is able to start doing stuff. Well, I think they have 2 sons, so get your other son to go do this in like a couple months.
Do the thing that with like siblings where like you just get really close, put your finger right next to her. I'm not touching you. but I'm not touching.
Oh,
Do
no,
all
you
the
just-
annoying sibling things to your 9-year-old sister.
Just tell your kid to go in their room and like, find something and break it, and then be like, "Oh no, well at least it's like you trash theirs, so they kind of trash your room, so it's even," and then they won't be able to say anything back.
I still say you just do it. You got to establish dominance.
You can do that. That's one way. We're just giving you the options that we are coming up with on our own.
Give her a swirly.
Swirly would be good.
Yeah. Torture chair, dude. That's what my sister used to do to me and my brother when we were kids. Except it doesn't work because she's a girl, but my sister used to like tie us to a chair and then dress us up like girls. That was the torture chair. But the
Yeah.
swirly is a classic. Pinching. Pinching is also great
yeah.
for siblings. The I'm not touching you
That
is a great
plays.
one. Fart in her face. You know, all the classics.
But also just
And then trash her room.
using your kid as a weapon in this instance, I think. You're like, I didn't do that.
But you
My
don't want
kid
to teach
did that."
boys to hit girls.
Not to hit her, but to break something in her room. That's again, I'm not choosing violence. I'm saying she fucked your shit up. Eye for an eye. Just wait a little bit. Get your son to go fuck shit up in her room and be like, oh, that's cool. It wasn't me that did that. So I'm sorry. You're going to take it up with this child. And then she'll be like, what the fuck? He's just a baby. Like, yeah. You
Ooh,
fucked
you
up my kid's shit and you were 9.
If they have like a little wastebasket in their room, poop in it. Nobody's going to believe that you did that. They'll blame it on her. Why did you poop in your room? I did
Ooh,
it.
pee in a drawer of clothes. And then just close it and don't say anything. And then the next time the guy get those clothes, they're like, these clothes smell like pee?
Just start framing her for shit.
Yeah. Steal your mom's credit card.
That's what siblings do. They frame each other. They tell on her so hard.
Ooh, you know what you should do? Steal her identity. Take out a bunch of credit cards, max them out, and buy all nice stuff.
So in 9 years, when she's getting ready to go to college,
Yeah.
why is my credit horrible? I don't know. Sucks.
Shouldn't have fucked up my kid's room 9 years ago. Yeah.
So yeah,
Long
just
game.
Torture that 9-year-old.
Go off, Queen. You got this. Use the kid.
If you need some
Use
more
the kid
ideas,
to your
I'll come up with
advantage,
some
though.
more.
All right. Next one we got is Glamour Perry at Glam4Life on Twitter. And Glamour says, her not cool is when you go on vacation and stay on your phone watching and calming your dogs on their cameras since your dog sitter left them home alone for 20 hours and you own a dog sitting company but believed the sitter when they said they were on their way. They said they were on their way for 20 hours?
So like,
Where are they coming from?
did she hire outside of the company?
Were they coming
Or
from Lubbock?
does she just have to fire this person? Which, by the way, if you hired outside of the company, what are you doing?
Yeah, you don't trust your own company.
2, if you hired inside the company and the dog sitter can't even take care of their boss's dog, that's the dumbest employee of all time.
Yeah. Great point.
I'm not blaming you though if you did hire outside.
We're
Maybe,
not blaming
you know
you.
what? She was probably fully staffed. Everyone
Probably, yeah,
everyone was already
they're
booked because she's got a
swamped.
booming company that can be trusted.
She's a gravy gang. Obviously, she runs an excellent company.
So that makes sense. Yeah, jail. Straight to jail for that person. You don't leave the puppers alone for 20 hours. What the fuck is wrong
yeah,
with
you basically animal abused. So they have to get an earful.
If it's a guy, let me know. I'll go beat him up.
Yeah. Or just don't ever allow him to touch a dog again.
Yeah, review bomb. Oh, dude, yeah. Dude, we could review bomb them if it's somebody else.
Ooh, it'd be a real shame if Gravy Gang got a hold of him.
Because you can't do it because then people will be like, oh, you're a
Right, that
rival
would be
company. You're just
wrong,
trying to do it.
Glamour. That'd be wrong. But
We can do it, though.
and we're not saying to do this at all.
We're lawless.
We're absolutely never saying to do this. That'd be wrong.
We've said it for years. The Gravy Gang cannot be tamed.
We can't be tamed, but it would be a real shame if somebody did give them a ton of negative reviews, if that somehow happened
Terrible shame.
from this exact thing. But like that would really suck. We're not saying to do that, but it would be bad if you did.
I hope you were able to still
shame if
enjoy
somebody
your
did.
vacation after
Yeah.
that ordeal, though.
I'm
I'm sorry
hoping
that
the
happened to
puppers
you.
were okay. T's and P's. T's and P's.
Give the
was-
puppers kisses from us.
This is saw and a couple boops, but not from Robert. Just one
Pat on the
strong pat on the head.
If they're lucky.
All right, next up we got Mikey Paul at It's Just Mikey P on Twitter, and Mikey says, "Is not cool is this might be in line with Pat's, but when cars slow down on the freeway and cause backups, all because a cop is sitting on the side of the road." I do get that though. Like you're like, why is everybody fucking slowing down? And then you pass the cop car, and then everybody goes faster, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and
I mean, they're just
'Cause
going
most
to
people
speed
will
limit
say-
at that point.
Yeah, everyone slows down. You can still stay 5 over if you're on the freeway. Like, the cop's not going to pull you over.
I'm
You're
always-
just trying to keep traffic going. And I
I'm always
understand not
scared,
wanting to
though,
get pulled
'cause you're
over.
like, if I'm the guy going 5 over, I'm the guy getting pulled over. If
Yeah.
that guy's going 5 over, and that guy's going 5 over, and that guy's going 5 over, then like we're all gonna just have a random guess at who gets pulled over.
Yeah, I mean,
Can you just
bad drivers. God damn it, they suck.
Can you take like a speedometer? Is it speedometer? What is this? A radar gun? That's what I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
If I just bought my own radar gun and I start tracking every car around me and I get pulled over, I'm like, the Camry over there was going 67 and it's 60. That's faster than me.
They'll just be like, I didn't clock them.
But I did. Don't worry. I got the receipts.
But then you like impersonate an officer.
I wasn't impersonating an officer.
Citizen's arrest.
I didn't pull him over though. I'm just like, no, see, officer, you're doing a bad job. They were actually going way faster than me.
No, officer, I was just trying to catch that person and place them under citizen's
was
arrest for
actually
you.
gonna U-turn and come back and show you this information.
I deputized myself under the laws of the United States of America, i.e. the citizen's arrest. You interrupted that. You're interfering with a law enforcement investigation, sir.
Also,
And
Adam.
then you arrest them.
Yeah. Let me arrest him.
How the turntables.
That'd be sick.
Put on your lights. Follow me. I'll get us there quick.
I guess they're so fucking fast.
There's a chopper over the top. We got a high-speed chase. No, we're working
What
together.
are you doing? This is a team effort. You're waving out at the. I go, no.
Car slows down and gets out of the way, and you're pointing the cop. Yeah, there they are. Get them.
I want Adam the cop to like just. Can I be honorarily deputized? Like if Post Malone could do it, you can just like say Alex is an honorary deputy, right?
Also, he's a cop. We should ask him what are the actual laws for citizen's arrest.
I kind of don't want to know them all.
That's like, I want to know what it is, but also I'd rather just keep believing that you can just, because I don't know the difference between citizen's arrest and kidnapping.
I don't think there's a lot. I think it's a
Like, I
very
think
fine line.
I feel like it's just, kidnapping is when you take them somewhere else. Citizen's arrest is when you hold them there against their will.
And
I didn't bring them anywhere though.
Yeah.
I didn't nap them. They weren't taken. They weren't moved anywhere. I didn't transport them. I just
Right.
held them there while I waited for you to show up.
I think ransom would be kidnapping.
So is it kidnapping? Like, if they're on the street, you pull up in your van, you grab them, put them in your van.
Nope, so
but
you moved
you don't
them.
go anywhere.
You moved them.
But you don't go anywhere.
You moved them.
You're still in that same
you
spot.
detained them illegally. You can illegally detain someone, and I think that's
Or maybe it was a citizen arrest.
right. But like, how do you detain? Like, I don't want to. Like, I'm not going to look all
Officer,
this
I
up.
was not stealing a child out of the park. The kid was being a dick, so I held them. I detained the child.
I'm a citizen. That's my right. I get to detain.
I think we might be onto something, boys.
Dude, that's not a. Yeah, we were definitely onto something. Definitely onto something. But
On a list.
yeah, no, that we're on a few of those.
I was
Already,
about to say, I
probably.
think I'm on a few lists.
On a few of those.
Unofficial list, nothing official, nothing bad, you perverts.
But yeah, just give me that honorary deputization, and then like both of these guys are ordained. I'd like to be honorarily deputized. So,
I want to be a priest cop.
and then will I? That would be so sick.
That could have been like some like 70s TV show, priest cop.
You like stop a domestic altercation, but then they actually like you reconcile them all, and then you end up marrying them all in one episode.
Basically, Dog the Bounty Hunter, but I don't turn them in.
Yeah, you don't make them step on a crack pipe. You're like, actually, we're just gonna get you guys married now.
Go with God, bruh.
We're gonna step on this crack pipe together, brother. I can't carry a firearm, but I have a pepper ball gun instead, which isn't a real gun, but it's gonna like hurt bad, and you're not gonna like it. Okay, like, am I gonna be able to say, "Yo, it'll hurt," but you'll still definitely be able to run. Okay, sick dog. Your name's Dog. All right,
I'm Dog.
you're for real.
I'm the dog.
Dog the bounty hunter.
That's a show. I saw a couple episodes here and there, but I missed out on that one. I should have watched it.
I watched a lot of clips. Ooh, speaking of shows I've seen clips of, and this is just I have too much time with TikTok because I'm with a child most of the day now. This is a show that is off air now that this guy does. He shows clips of and just does reactions to them, and they're hilarious reactions. But there used to be a show called My Husband Isn't Gay, or My Husband's Not Gay, and it was about like obviously gay husbands that had SSAs, which I had to look up, same-sex attractions. And like this show would clearly not fly now but it's about like their wives trying to be like, he's not gay, and then like one of the clips is like the husband be like, hey, I'm going out on a camping trip, and she's like, oh, and why? Who are you going with? And he's like, oh, just some guys I met. And she's like, how long have you known these guys? He's like, oh, not that long. And I was like, you're gonna fuck in the woods. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it was just like crazy watching that be a show.
You sure this wasn't Chrisley Knows Best?
No, but he would have been like the perfect guy to be on it. That's the first thing I said too. I was like, did Todd Chrisley make this? Which also fantastic show. I loved Chrisley Knows Best.
My husband's not gay. He just decorated the house entirely and only hangs out with his best friend Kevin.
And has a lot of sleepovers as an adult with
wrestle.
his friend, and they sleep in the same bed, and I don't sleep in that bed. None of them watch movies or play video games, so I don't know what they're doing.
My husband's not gay. Our beds are in different rooms.
Her husband went to Kohl's with that guy? Okay.
You guys spent all day at Hobby Lobby? What?
But it would be like they would have like a couple, so it was like, and I've only seen a couple clips of it, and I'm going to wrap this up. I'm sorry.
I got to look the show up now.
Dude.
I'm intrigued.
Dude, it's called the clips are wild, bro. And then I tried to find out if it was streaming anywhere, and it's not. I think they took it down, but it's still got clips on TikTok. And
I need a follow-up show where like it's just every husband's like, yeah, I'm
Turns
gay.
out I was gay. And then have you seen? There's also a thing where it's the people from Supermarket Sweep back in the day, and it's just like all of the roommates that like they were like, it's the 90s, you can't say you're gay, and like they're like, yeah, no, we've been happily married for 40 years now. You're like, hell yeah. Those are the same guy. Those guys won Supermarket Sweep. Fuck yeah. I'm glad they're going strong.
I saw a clip of that the other day. It was like, oh, they're just best friends and interior decorators?
We design houses together, and also
They're wearing
we're
pastels?
really good friends. But yeah, like the
They were just two confirmed bachelors.
My Husband's Not Gay show was like the wife thought that I guess her husband had hooked up with his friend, and then he was like, no, he just needs to find a nice woman. So they set him up on a blind date at their house so they could film it, like so the TV crew could film it. And it's like, if you were trying to make him, like, I don't think you can make him not gay if he's gay. But then why would you also have the guy that he hooked up with at the double date? Because then he's just going to be talking to that guy instead of going on the date with the girl. If that's how your brain thinks this works, I don't understand. It's
How did
wild.
I never hear about this show? This sounds
Dude,
like
I don't know how I've heard about it.
amazing
This
early
is
2000s
day 3
television.
of me knowing about it, and I'm so mad that it's off air. I mean, it's probably good that it's off air. It's good that it's off air because you were just kind of outing gay guys, but like, I guess they had to go on the show and they wanted to do it. I don't know.
No, but they weren't gay.
No, these dudes.
No, but the show was called My Husband's Not Gay.
Right,
though.
that's the name of the show, where the wife is clearly trying to prove that her gay husband is not gay. But being like,
It's
no,
just
he doesn't leave and go have sex with men. He's just an avid guy that likes to hang out with guys.
It's just a weird way for women to prove that they don't have any friends.
Also that.
You didn't have one, like your friend Becky was never like, I think he's gay.
It would also be really annoying if your wife just was like, are you gay? Like the whole, I married you. Stop.
I did have a friend one time, though, that was like, I think my husband's gay.
Just she should have gone on that show.
And I was like, if you think your husband's gay, it's probably gay.
Okay, well, that's a show. Go look it up on
I had
TikTok. if
forgotten
you
about
wanna
that
go look it
until
up on
you just brought
TikTok,
this up. I
okay?
forgot I had a friend that told me that.
All right. Next up, we got the last one we got is Ashley Wilkins at Buster Healer Mix on Twitter. Happy birthday, Ashley. It's her birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Ashley.
birthday, Ash. You did it. Ashley is not cool. It's stupid crosswalks.
I don't obey crosswalks.
You know what? Fuck crosswalks.
I'm driving a car. You're on foot. You look out for me.
I got the right of way, dude. You fucking think your body's just gonna live to this fucking 10,000-pound machine?
Yeah, I mean, if there's a crossing guard holding a stop sign, that's a legal street sign. I will obey that.
You know what, Ashley?
But just a crosswalk, I'm blowing through that bitch. I'm a menace in parking lots, grocery stores.
This is great. Yeah. If you don't have a fucking crossing guard, are you even a crosswalk? You're not on duty.
You're just lines
Not on duty.
You're just lines on the ground.
You're not an on-duty crosswalk. Yeah, I could just draw any line. What if kids drew a bunch of chalk? That make it a crosswalk, huh?
I want to start this campaign. Fuck crosswalks.
Fuck crosswalks, Ashley. You know what? Fuck crosswalks. Make shirts. Just draw a shirt is just a crosswalk with a fuck that.
It's gonna be just dudes like me wearing them, and parents everywhere like, no.
Why these are extremely safe. For kids. Well, are they? Because people die on them all the time.
If you want to protect your kids, wrap them in bubble wrap. I don't know what to tell you.
Your kid can't jaywalk. Your kid can't fucking survive in this world.
Tell your kid to be faster when crossing the street. Not my fault.
Fuck crosswalks, dude. Fuck crosswalks.
Yeah, they're stupid.
What do you even get out of a crosswalk? You know, well, to have kids cross the street safely.
Yeah, I don't like the street telling me where I can and cannot cross.
I'll cross when I feel like crossing.
I also don't believe in jaywalking. This isn't New York City. I will cross where I damn well please. It is hot outside.
I don't think that jaywalking's like not really a thing anymore.
In New York, it is. They'll ticket you for that shit.
Right, but it's usually just like a petty reason.
People's
like,
Republic of New York.
It's usually just they chalk it on to like, all right, well you're being this, and then we saw you jaywalk, so fuck you. And it's just they can add it on.
Yeah, we don't play that shit down in Texas.
Also, you can't really walk anywhere in Texas.
Crosswalks and the speed limit. They're just suggestions in Texas.
That's true. Fuck crosswalks, Ashley. Well,
Yeah.
We're an anti-crosswalk podcast.
I didn't know that till right now, but you have awoken something inside of me.
You know, you really reached it. You really reached out to us. That's what the whole podcast is for, really. It's like us to interact with you. You got us on your side, and now we're anti-crosswalkers. Ooh, don't. Don't. That sounds bad.
We're real anti-cross, and then cut the clip right there.
Ooh, because that could piss. That could get both. You get the Christians
You know what I
mad.
hate? Cross.
Yeah. Fuck crosswalkers. And crosswalks, not crosswalkers. We're cool with crosswalkers, but fuck crosswalks. They shouldn't be there in the first place.
Yeah, crosswalkers, I got no problem with you, but you know what? Don't let the government tell you how to live your life.
Yeah, don't. What if it's just a striped road? How do I know? There's no
Abbey
guard
Road
there.
was fucking bullshit.
Fuck Abbey Road, dude.
Oh, what, you want me to be British?
Ooh, good.
Well, we fought a war, so I didn't have to be.
Yeah,
okay?
dude. Fucking redcoats.
Fought multiple wars. They tried to come back at us.
Yeah,
they
they
burned
did.
down our White House. We still said fuck you. Turned them away.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, War of 1812.
Who could forget?
History, dog.
Me. I just forgot. There's so
Actually,
many-
that
I'm
just
so
made me think,
focused
too.
on Israel right now.
We
you know?
we need to cut so many TV channels because not enough dudes watch the History Channel anymore.
No, they have this mob show that's on with Christopher Moltisanti narrating it from The Sopranos.
But like, remember when the History Channel was just a place where dads would sit in front of and watch World War II footage?
Yeah, or Life After People. That was on.
That was pretty cool
And that was
one.
like, hey, if everybody just vanished, this is what the Astrodome would look like in 50 years. You're like, oh, fuck, all the plants would be growing in it. That's crazy.
I might go home tonight and just watch World War II in color for fucking 14 hours.
Yeah.
Except I shouldn't, and that'll be part of my
Robert, fun little trivia question for you. See how well you were paying attention in school. What 3 countries did we fight against in World War II?
Germany, Japan, Italy.
Nailed
Yep.
it. Okay. A lot of people don't know Italy.
A lot of people forget about that. Can't trust Italians.
Mussolini.
Don't trust the Italians.
They're just
I've
good
been
at
saying
branding.
that for years.
They're very good at branding.
They have great food and nothing else.
Because the Nazis, I feel like every time you say somebody's German, you're like, I know what that means. And then you're like, oh, Italian, like, gabagoo.
Yeah, when's the last time you enjoyed an interaction with an Italian? They're just sitting there being
Always.
all loud. Oh, bring me my fucking pasta and get out of my face.
I fuck with Italians. Italians are funny.
I'm just joking. Italians
They're
are fun.
funny.
They're fun people.
They're funny.
They really American Italian. Italian Americans, I
I got
should
to
say.
get Tommy DeVito one of these
Because
bad boys. Didn't do it back. though.
Italians don't like Italian Americans.
Yeah.
They don't, because like all the food that we think of as
Have
Italian,
you seen The Sopranos? Dude?
chicken
Come on.
parm, that's not Italian food.
Like, it's a bastardization.
It is. Like, all,
We're being too loud.
We just got
We're-
walked in
we're
on.
gonna get quiet. We're going to get quiet now.
he was not a big fan of my fuck Italians rant.
That
Is he
was
Italian?
maybe the worst time somebody could have walked in on that. But yeah.
No, I do like the Italian American people. Italians themselves, I don't know. Never met them.
Yep.
They got a fun accent.
Yeah, very fun. Very fun. And lots of cool hand gestures, too.
Hey, they gave us Tommy
and,
DeVito,
And fun nicknames for meat.
who I hated Tommy DeVito for 1 week, but the rest of the time he was fun.
Hey, yeah, there you go. Okay, so crosswalks. Fuck crosswalks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I will. Robert's going to like this one because it's a rehash of something I've done before. So I scratched the shit out of my foot with my other foot again. And once again, it took me like 6 days before I realized, I should probably put a Band-Aid on that. That was 3 days ago. I still haven't done it. Remember when we did this?
Yeah.
Like 2 months ago? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's big and very scabby.
Yeah.
And I just have been too lazy to buy Band-Aids.
Yeah, it looks like it was still bleeding.
Oh, probably. Well, see, that's the thing is because it's right on where the sock is. So when I move the sock, sometimes it tears a little bit. So that's usually just at the end of the day. But, it'll be gone in a week. It's fine. I don't like to use Band-Aids and Vaseline and ointments and stuff like that. That's a coward's way out.
You could probably like order it on Amazon.
Probably.
Get here.
I'm sure, or I could probably ask my sister. I'm sure she has it.
That's true.
Just haven't done it.
It's like in the house.
It's.
Actually.
I think Band-Aids are the guardian helmets of the wound industry.
Yeah.
I think that's pussy shit. I'm not getting down with
I
it.
just feel like when you get like a shot and you get a Band-Aid, you're like, it's not bleeding. What's up, dude? Like, just rip this bad boy off. Let's
Yeah,
go.
now I have a Band-Aid that I have to rip off that's gonna hurt
Now
later.
I'm gonna have weird Band-Aid and cotton combo in my car when it falls off, and sometimes like, ew, gross. I'm like, I didn't have blood on it.
Yeah, I don't want that shit.
We're good.
And my other one is my sleep schedule has just been fucked lately. I haven't been like so now I know what it's like to be you now.
Yeah.
Not in the sleep schedule department is that I know what it's like to be a parent and be super tired because yesterday I had only gotten 2 hours of sleep going into work, so I was real tired all day. So I get it.
It's just a Wednesday, buddy.
I get it now. Like all of a sudden it was 5 o'clock in the morning. Like I kept looking, and it was one of those nights where I couldn't. I wasn't staying up drinking, which is usually what keeps me awake.
Right.
I didn't drink anything. It was one of those days where you kept rolling over, and you're like, oh, it's 3:45, it's 4:15, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I can start to see little speckles of light coming. I'm like, I gotta wake up in 2 hours. I was real tired. I went home, immediately passed out for 2 hours, woke up 8 o'clock, then couldn't go to sleep till 3 because I slept till 8 o'clock. It's becoming a problem.
Yeah.
And normally I don't mind so much, but because I can just get all my sleep on the weekends, football season's starting. I got like 3 days to fix my sleep schedule so I can be up early and be watching football.
But I do like the football season schedule where like if your team plays an early game, you get to like, all right, cool. I was stressed for that. Now I know the outcome of my game. I'm just gonna kind of lay on the couch and watch Red Zone until like the end of the 3 o'clock games, and then.
But that's for the pros. That
dinner
starts
time
at
at that
noon.
point.
Noon I can always make. It's college when it starts at 11.
Yeah, I feel like they should just push it back 1 hour.
No, I do. I like it
I do
starting at
too,
11.
but
It's
I
college.
do,
It's
but
different.
I don't.
But like, yeah, I didn't really catch a lot of college game day the last couple of years
Oh, I do.
because
all
I
the time.
sleep until about 10:55, and then I roll over and I piss or whatever I do real quick, and then I turn on the TV right at kickoff.
See, my body clock just wakes me up at like 7 anyways. So
Yeah,
I'm
because
like, all right,
you
let's
wake
just
up at
throw game
fucking
day out.
1:45 in the morning every day anyway.
3:30, but still, yeah.
So yeah, it's becoming a problem. Like
Dude, honestly, everybody that complains
figure
about
it out.
sleep, like it is just like just do it for 2 weeks and you'll be over it, and then you'll feel like you have a superpower where like when you go to certain stuff where people are staying up, like how do you up so late? Like you didn't say like I don't need to sleep, it's fine.
but I did figure out.
But I can pull like a 24-hour day. Like if we had some like get together or whatever, and it was like the boys were getting together and you're staying out late, like I could stay up until like 6 o'clock in the morning and be like, yeah, all right. And they're like, how are you still up? Like, I don't know. My brain's gonna die.
I had
way
that
earlier than
thought
yours.
where I was like, should I just stay up and not sleep at all? And I was like, that would be a bad idea.
No, that's always a bad idea after you do it, but like you can get by.
But I did figure
Special
out
occasions.
3.5 hours of sleep, which is what I got last night. I can do that and go the rest of the day, and I'm fine because I'm gonna
Yeah.
get home. I'm gonna relax. 2 hours sleep, that's not enough.
You just gotta be built different. dude.
I got to get at least 3 hours. That's my key. Anything under 3, like I got, that next day sucked.
And then also, if you average like 3 hours or 4 hours of sleep a night, and then you have a random time where you get like 7 hours or 8 hours of sleep, you wake up and you feel like you have a superpower at that point too. You're just like,
I'm not like you and Donald Trump, man. I can't only sleep 3 hours all the time.
Does Donnie only sleep 3 hours?
I don't know. Probably. He strikes me as one of those guys that just doesn't sleep because he enjoys life and he's working all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't do either of those things.
But me and Donald Trump, you know,
Yeah.
so much in common. By that I mean
basically
not a
the same
lot.
guy.
I mean that one thing in common, and that we were both XFL owners or owners of non-NFL football teams at one point.
Oh, I'm an owner of an NFL football team,
Well, part owner.
but we're both football team owners.
True. I want to buy a Packers share
You're gonna have to wait about 23 years. They do it once every 25 years,
Well, I'll still buy it.
and it'll probably be like $700 next time it happens.
Whatever. Money won't be real then.
Because it was, I'm trying to remember. Mine was 300, and when my dad had done it 25 years before that, I think his was like $50.
But anybody can get in on it.
Yeah.
Just waters down the shares.
Well, I think there is a limited number that they release. There is, so you got to hop on it and get
So
it
I
done.
want to buy it and then like sell it 5 years later.
You can't. They're not transferable.
I'll still tell people it will be.
Yeah.
And I'll like scam them.
Your name is on the stock.
I'll just find
It
out
comes
Alex
like-
Middleton. I'll find a way to. I can.
Hey, if
forge
you
it.
want to give my team money, be
Look,
my
buddy,
guest.
I can forge stuff.
I don't know. It's probably gonna be what was that, a 1,200% increase from $50 to $600 or $300? No,
Yeah, but then I wait
600.
5 years and sell that, and it's a triple of that.
$600. So it's gonna be like $1,800.
Money's not even real, dude.
Yeah, that'll be nothing 23 years
Money's
from now.
we'll be rich then, dude. We'll be fine.
I'm gonna buy another stock.
It'll be like $20.
I don't know if I can. I think you can only buy one.
Do you get to go to like stockholder? Yeah, you can only
Yeah,
probably buy
no,
one.
they send me 4 tickets every year.
And do you ever go? You've never gone, obviously not. But like,
What do you think?
what do you do there? You're just like, hey, I have a thought.
I
on
get to
the
sit in
couch.
on a meeting, and there's like a whole fan fest thing, I guess, for owners. I do have access to an owner's part of the website to buy things.
Nice. Have you bought anything?
There's like
yet?
9 things on it. I did. I bought a.
What about the frame, right?
Yeah, I bought the frame. I feel like I bought a tie, but also I feel like I wouldn't have lost it if I bought it. So I think I just bought the frame.
You probably wouldn't have won the tie anyways.
I don't wear ties.
Yeah.
That's right. I didn't buy it because I don't wear ties.
Good call.
Yeah, but it would have been sick.
Good call.
Is that a Packers tie? Yeah, it's actually an owner's tie.
Did it say owner on it?
No, but only owners can buy it.
Oh, that's not cool. It's got to say owner on it.
I mean, maybe it does on like the backside. I wouldn't know. Don't wear ties.
It's true.
So those are my not cools.
Mine's also a sleep-related one. A couple nights ago, as we were going to bed, there was like a giant bug flying around. It was like one of those like hard shelled, almost roach, but not, because it was like really hard shelled. And when I got up to like try to kill it, it disappeared. I couldn't find it at all. It was gone. So I lay back down, trying to go back to sleep. And then it flies by Sam's ear, and she's already like half asleep, so she like jumps up and jolts. She's like, "Ugh, I heard it. It's around here somewhere." Get up again, flashlight on, just turn the lights on, try to look for it. Like, did it go in the blinds? We have plants in the room. Is it on the bed somewhere? Gone again. Go back to sleep. This time, maybe 10 or so minutes later, I'm dozing off. I hear it fly by my ear, and I turn to my left. It's on my pillow. I'm like, I gotta get up and like, I'm not just gonna grab it with my hand and squish it. So like, I gotta get up. I'm gonna get some like paper towel or something to kill it with. I come back, it's gone.
Of course
It's gone again. It's gone again. But luckily, it didn't fly by. I didn't wake up. In the morning, when I got up to use the restroom, I came back to bed. It was in the covers, and I don't know if it was dead or not. But I grabbed the paper towel that I kept next to me,
Just in case.
and just squished it.
Hell yeah.
But it
Did
was
you
just the
wash the
thing that-
sheets.
Yes,
Well, good.
yes.
Yeah. You want bloody sheets.
Mm-mm.
That sucks though.
Just a dumb bug that was keeping us awake.
Yeah. When you can't just navigate where it is, yeah, dude, I know you're somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like a bug that bites or something. I was just like, this is annoying.
Technically, it was a bed bug.
Great point.
I think it was in my hair at one point. At one point when it woke me up, I think I felt it in my hair, and then it was like next to me on the pillow.
Just trying to cuddle.
Just trying to hang out.
It was a cuddle bug.
Oh, all kinds of bugs.
Damn, I'm on fire right
Yeah,
now.
dude, you're crushing it. You're crushing it. That's
I'm sorry that happened to
That's
you,
a
Robert.
solid
That
knock
sounds
there.
horrible.
I appreciate that. I know what it's like to be a parent now. You're
Just-
right, Pat.
exactly.
Yeah, you just have something waking you up all night.
Yeah.
Little bug
Just annoying you coming into your bed. You're like, get out of here.
running around crazily like a bug.
Just all over you, trying to give you affection that you don't want. It's exactly like a child.
Just like that. Just like that. Okay, my not cool is that I was in an Uber that got in a wreck, and I've been in 2 Ubers now that have gotten in a wreck, and I was really drunk and then felt like I didn't handle the situation right, but then I was just like, I don't know if I was supposed to handle the situation better, because I handled the situation by calling another Uber from the wreck. Everybody was fine. Like I didn't like the driver nobody got hurt. But like I was like, well, you're sorting this out, so I'm gonna just call another Uber. And then
Do they
then
cancel
took
your
me home.
ride, or do you?
They actually
cancel your ride?
refunded it. I just canceled it. I didn't say like canceling because I just was like, all right, I'll just say that this is the end. Like end the trip here, done. And then I called another one, and that one showed up. And then I guess all week they've been trying to hit me up so far. I talked to them a little bit before we recorded, and they called me. They're like, we were on air on the Rod Ryan show at like 7 a.m. They called me 6 times in the 7 o'clock hour on Tuesday morning. And it was like, what the fuck are you doing? And they were blowing my email up, and I was like, I'm not going to just respond. I'm not a narc. Because I didn't know if it was the guy whose car I was in to tell the story, I don't know exactly where we were, but we were going on the street, and this lady was in one of those medians where she had come across one way, and she was waiting in the median to go across to this gas station. And we were in the right lane, and my Uber driver was not a foot away from her, and she just was like, I'm just gonna hit the gas and try and go all the way across. Like, didn't even make it across one lane because we were in that lane. Completely got T-boned. Absolutely dumb decision on that lady's part. And then was like, okay, well, like, she was like clearly not admitting fault, which is probably a good move because like, I know you're not supposed to be like, yeah, I know I did it. But like, she wasn't trying to deflect blame. She was like, well, did you guys see what happened? I was like, we're actually not allowed to be witnesses since we were in the car. We were Uber drivers. We don't know this guy. He also didn't speak any English, which did not make it easy. We were using Google Translate to kind of communicate like, hey, can you just end the trip so I can leave? We know you are not at fault. We will say you are not at fault. And we were kind of trying to tell him that. And he was like, okay. And he just ended it. And then we were like, bye. And like, I thought that it was this lady's insurance calling to try and get me to like rat on our dude. And I was like, bro, no, this lady absolutely did it. We kind of were telling, like, I was pretty drunk trying to do this, but also
you told the insurance agent that like 5 times.
Well, I can though, because why did I call an Uber? Because I was drinking. I don't have to deal with this stuff. That's why you call an Uber, so I can time warp to wherever else I need to go. But I was drunk, buddy. None of this stuff is my fault. I didn't start this. I didn't start a fight with anybody. I didn't hit anybody. I was just a passenger just hanging out.
It's one of the few times ever that I was drunk, it's not my fault, is actually a valid excuse.
It's the best excuse.
I was drunk. That's why I was in this stranger's car. When
This
the
is why
accident
I
happened,
was-
I did not cause it.
This is why I paid this strange person that I do not know nor speak the same language of to drive me.
Do you speak Spanish, the driver?
I think so, yeah.
I think so. I don't know why.
Because there were like 2 words that my brother knew, and he can like pick up Spanish.
Yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason I think your brother knows Spanish.
He like knows words of Spanish. He works in like some not to stereotype, but he like has worked like around like he works with construction software, so like he deals with the construction sites sometimes. So he's been like he kind of can pick up certain words and stuff like that. But like he was just like, oh yeah, I don't think this guy speaks any English because he said something. I don't know. He was like hablo inglés maybe, but like I was. My team lost, and I was not feeling great about my quarterback. So
And you were hammered.
I was going through it. So I was just kind of like, okay, all right. Like I'm just gonna call another Uber, and then got home, passed out, and then my brother was like, dude, remember that wreck? I was like, sorta, yeah, I do. That was crazy. I forgot that happened.
Yeah, I bet that guy's probably going to buy a camera for his car now. Which, if you're like driving
But
Uber, you should definitely have a dash cam.
But it wasn't like anything he did. It wasn't anything we did. It was
Yeah, but I mean, just for this scenario now that like
I don't
the
think-
dash cam would be like, yeah, it's 100% her fault.
Well, but I think she was the insurance lady who called me 150 fucking 5 times the other day was like, okay, well, I was like, are you his insurance? Oh yeah. Like he was 100% like not in the wrong. Like,
Yeah.
He absolutely was doing what he needed to be doing. He was just driving and she jutted out in front of him like an idiot and should absolutely not have been doing that. Okay. Well, what other details? I don't know. I'm not giving you other details. I'm not a narc.
I was drunk. I don't know.
But that's just I
Which
kind of
I
I was
feel like
drunk.
that's-
I was drunk. I don't know. Don't like quit asking me questions.
With no cameras, I feel like they'll be able to tell from the damage on the cars.
Oh, yeah.
But otherwise, Alex's testimony would just be thrown out. He said he was drunk 9 times in a 4-minute phone call. I don't think we can trust his testimony.
Well, don't call me. You called me.
Hopefully, your brother didn't say I was drunk 14 times in his and can back up this guy's version of events.
Well, that was what's funny too because I thought it was his Uber. And I was like, yo, are you getting your phone blown up from this guy's Uber? He's like, why would they have my number? I was like, oh, I guess I called that Uber. I was with my brother in the car, so it was like, all right, cool. But yeah, so getting in a wreck and then them trying to harass me to get narc information. I'm not a narc, dude.
But you did.
Well, I tried to clear his name.
Yeah.
But I was like, if
It's
it's
not
that
narking.
lady's, if that's the lady's insurance, I was gonna be like, oh, she's a dumbass.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't
she
know what she was doing.
delayed you getting home.
Yeah,
her
it wasn't
fault.
that bad. And then they're like, well, first off, is everything okay? And I was like, I mean, it was okay for me. It probably sucked for both of those cars.
I was drunk. My body was very loose.
Yeah,
I did
dude,
not hurt
I-
anything.
But didn't know. I just saw, oh, that car came out of nowhere. They should not have go. Ooh, guess we got to pull in here. Okay. Should I go in the gas station and buy snacks?
Did
No?
you?
No.
Oh.
Thought it was inappropriate. It wasn't the time.
That'd been great if you just walked out with like a Slurpee.
Slim Jim, I'm just eating it, watching him talk.
How much time do you think it was in between when the accident happened and you got into your second Uber?
It feels like 30 minutes, but it was probably like 10, 15 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. That sucks a lot.
Yeah.
I think you win this week.
It was the second time I've been in an Uber that got in a wreck, though.
Was it the first
other
one?
time-
Was it your driver's fault?
Yeah, he backed into a guy.
Ah.
Or he was backing into he was backing out of a parking space. It was like right when we got into the Uber, and he was backing out of a parking space into the street, and he got hit. Because
Did you have to call a different Uber that time too?
oh, well, I did, and he was mad.
I'm
I
like,
was
dude,
like-
I'm not going to sit here for 30
He was
minutes
like,
while you
wait,
exchange.
we'll still finish the trip. And I was like, right, no, but like I want to go home now. And like this guy just called the police, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, because you're going to be here for a while, buddy.
He's like, no. I was like, I'm gonna cancel the trip now. I'm just gonna call another one, okay, buddy? Like, no. I know
Don't
you're
accept this trip when you see it pop up on your phone.
I know you're saying you're going to. I know you're saying this, but I'm not gonna be here by the time. Like, I'm gonna walk down the street if I have to, but like, we're gonna cancel this. And then they did, but that guy was at fault. This dude was not. So shout out to that guy. Hopefully he's okay. It's just you feel weird when you can't at all communicate with that guy. You're like, all right, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I'm because I was like, I don't want him to think we're trying to like, because we were talking to the people that he like ran into, but I was like trying to be like, yeah, no, like you should not have pulled out. What were you thinking? Okay. My brother was talking to like her son that was in the car, who was kind of like a high school age kid, and like he was like, your mom kind of did this, right? But it was just like we were all right, and then I
How
felt
much
like,
you bench?
but I was worried that like that guy, that the driver was like, oh, they're talking shit. They're in cahoots. They're probably figuring out how to like screw me over. I was like, no, I'm not gonna, no, you're good, dude. We got you. You're on our team, bro. We were in your car. We ride with the car, okay? If I can't speak with you, that's cool, dude.
I
Fine.
understand it wasn't your fault.
We're
I'm not a
good.
dick.
But yeah, so that was my not cool for the week.
That's a good one.
All right. Let's wrap things up with the answers segment. We do the Precome segment every week where we bring up any business ideas, any thoughts, I guess Robert Felines are only in Robert Felines. Although Brandon Whitehead, shout out to him, he sent us a Robert Feline. Should we read it?
Yeah, we should probably do that one. If
Did he
was
give
nice
the
enough-
answer?
No, he didn't, which is...
Oh, well, we'll see. Well, guess what? We're going to get it right because whatever
Yeah.
we... Actually, that's not true because half the time we can't even come up with anything.
Right. So that's what I was a little worried about.
I think he's just going to listen back and then he's just going to tweet us correct.
Yeah, we'll find out
Incorrect.
tomorrow.
Or whenever he listens.
Yeah, or whenever he listens.
He listens like 3 weeks from now. All right. Brandon Whitehead at Brando Whitehead says, touch complete charge. It is a popular sitcom father. A sitcom father. Touch complete charge.
Touch, like feel.
Phil.
pat.
Phil.
Phil Dunphy? No, wait, could that be complete charge? Touch, feel, complete, done, fee, charge? How would the fee be charged?
Phil Dunphy.
It's probably Phil Dunphy. Because
Well, that-
2/3 of it makes sense to
Yeah.
me.
Complete. Complete is done.
Yeah. And then fee.
Yeah, now that you've said it, that's all we're going to
Oh,
stick on.
fee. I was thinking charge like charge a phone. No, fee.
Oh.
A charge. It's Phil Dunphy. We
Phil
fucking
Dunphy.
nailed that.
Nailed it. Let's
nailed
go.
that.
All right. You guys specifically are on a roll today with Robert Felines. I told you, eventually your brain's going to click and be like, I can be weird. I know you're going to get that weird brain level, and y'all both hit it.
Shout out Phil Dunphy. I love that
Shout
guy.
out Bill Dunphy. I love him. love him so much. We already did this, but he's the best person on Modern Family. Him and then Cam. And then after that, there's no acceptable answer to say who your favorite is, right?
And I like Jay a lot too.
I like Jay too.
But
Jay,
Phil and Cam are the best.
Jay's definitely third.
If you're super horny, you could say Sofia Vergara.
Nothing about her is the best part of that show.
She's got two great things.
She's great looking.
And she's got great ass too.
But Sofia Vergara
she's very funny. Great comedic timing.
Great comedic timing, but not the top 5 on that show.
I don't know. We don't have to do that.
Okay,
Again. But it's definitely Phil and Cam are
Dunphy.
the best. Cam's my favorite.
So, yeah, if you got any questions you would like to ask us, you want relationship help, you want parenting advice, look, we know how to be. We all sleep like parents now.
Yeah.
So we all get that. If you want
tobacco and coffee, that's how you overcome it.
Workout advice. If you got any things you want us to power rank, we're very good at power ranking things. You want to compare stuff to boomerangs or ladles, we can help you out in that department too. Hit us up. Any of your questions, a high thought, a drunk question, you got it all at Pass the Gravy Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we search them on Twitter. You can also email them to us, although we check email way less often. PassTheGravyPod@gmail.com. But email or tweet us at Pass the Gravy Pod, hashtag PTG Answers. This is the Answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question. It's like, what's the question?
Any questions?
All right. Our first question this week comes from. I fuck this up every time I'm starting it. What's
Dude,
wrong
what is with
me?
your words
I don't
today?
know, dude.
It's all that lack of sleep he's getting as a
Maybe.
new parent.
Brandon Davis, a.k.a. Texas Cat Daddy, at A Stream of Cream on Twitter, says, what color is a mirror?
It's every color.
Yeah, a mirror is every color ever because it has to show whatever color you're wearing.
Mirrors don't see color.
Mirrors don't see color.
They
but
show color.
They show color. I would have also accepted silver.
I almost said clear.
Iridescent.
Iridescent.
Dude, that's very Demi Moore of you.
That's giving me so many Demi Moore vibes, bro. But all colors?
All colors.
All colors is what we're gonna go with.
Yeah. Because all colors matter. And the mirror is equal opportunity to colors.
We're not overthinking it.
No.
Not overthinking it. All colors.
All.
And also silver. But that's also because it's all colors.
When they're being made, they're definitely silver. I've seen those videos. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Hold on. My internet's being weird. Okay. Let's go with Rosie S. Rosie S writes in, and Rosie S says, can you be a closet claustrophobic? Like, can you be in the closet about being claustrophobic?
Yeah, for sure. It's
You don't want anyone to know.
Yeah, you don't want anyone to know. You just don't get into small spaces and you hide it.
But can you be a closet claustrophobic in a claustrophobic situation?
For sure. You just try and stay very silent.
Yeah, I think that's like what I do, like with anxiety attacks. Like, I didn't know what an anxiety attack was until I was in like college, and like I was like, oh, I just thought this is how everybody just eat this. Like,
That's actually just a great excuse right there. People are like, "Oh, are you claustrophobic?" No, I have anxiety.
which is like what
I'm
claustrophobia
having anxiety
is, right?
about something else. I was thinking of something else. It's not the small space that we're in.
I've got a lot going on right now in my
Yeah.
life. It's a lot going on.
Really got to poop, and I can't get
So
to the
much
toilet
happening
right
right now. That's all it is.
Yeah,
though.
so for sure you can be a closet claustrophobic.
Closet claustrophobic.
I'm sure there's a lot of them out there.
Closet claustrophobia. I love that. All right. Great question, Rosie. I don't think Rosie's written into us before.
Closet trophobia.
Closet traphobia. Trophobia. Trophibo.
Isn't that an AIDS medication?
Maybe.
Sounds like it.
Maybe.
Sounds like Travago.
That might have been what I was thinking of.
All right. I am going to go with Alex O. He's got a power ranking for us at Alex McThunder1 on Twitter. Alex O says, power rank these parks. He gives us water parks, amusement parks, Lincoln Park, regular parks, and dog parks. I'll go first. Dog park 1. Right?
Dogs.
You gotta go dog park 1. Amusement park 2. Not a big amusement park person, but like everybody wouldn't go to Disney World all the time if it wasn't awesome. So that's gotta be that. Water park 3. I'm gonna go water park 3 because it's like there's kind of a gross element I feel like with water parks. But
Like, is a pee?
just like, yeah, E. coli, there's always just gross shit in it. So I would say like that's slightly
probably
grosser
pretty
than a regular amusement park, but it's still fun. Like water parks are always fun. Then I would go Lincoln Park at 4.
It's disrespectful.
And then I would go regular parks at 5 because it's just like, that's just outside.
Okay, mine's going to be pretty different.
Okay.
Dog Park 1. There's dogs there. I like dogs.
Well, yeah, you got to go dog park 1.
Lincoln Park 2. I mean, Lincoln Park's fucking awesome. Mike Shinoda, Chester Bennington. They were amazing. Absolute banger after absolute banger after absolute banger. I mean, would Transformers have been as great if we didn't have that closing Lincoln Park song? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Lincoln Park 2. Regular Parks 3. You just, you're outside. Every once in a while, you just got to be outside. You don't have to do anything. If you want to, yeah, you can play some Frisbee, you can throw a ball around, or you can just sit on a bench, do absolutely
I like
nothing.
that.
4, I'm going with water park, because if I'm going to be at some sort of park with all that stuff, Schlitterbahn was a lot of fun, and if it's hot outside, I can cool down. 5, amusement parks. Nothing against them. I liked them as a kid. Don't want to go now.
Yeah.
Because it's really hot outside, and plus now I probably can't fit in most of the rides anymore. But Astroworld back then was dope. I'm less interested in water parks and amusement parks as I'm older now. Because another thing about them, little kids running around everywhere.
Yeah. That's...
And just you have to
But they
stand.
seem
You're
so fun.
standing
They just
in
seem
lines
so
for
fun.
so long. It's just standing in lines. Like I never got to ride the Master Blaster at Schlitterbahn.
either.
The one time I came closest, I was in line for like an hour and a half. I got to a point where I would have been about 20 minutes away, and one half of it broke down, or one side of it broke down. So then they were like, it's going to be another hour and a half from this point. And I said, no, I'm not standing in line 3 hours for one ride. And I turned around and I walked all the way back down those steps. It was horrible. I hated it. But, and also one reason to put water parks over amusement park is, actually they probably both had them, but I remember Dippin' Dots at Schlitterbahn. I don't remember it at
Dippin'
Astroworld.
Dots. Always.
Dippin'
plays.
Dots fuck so hard.
Is it the ice cream? It's already the ice cream. Like we're in the future. It's still wouldn't it just be ice cream now?
No, I think it is still of the future because it's not attainable
Okay.
everywhere.
No, fair.
In the future, it will be,
Right.
but I can't just go to HEB
It's
get
been
Dippin'
like 20
Dots.
something years now, though.
Yeah, it's still in the future.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Fair. All right. That's a good power ranking. What about you, Robert? What you got?
I'm gonna go Linkin Park 1.
Okay.
Fair.
They're my favorite band. They're the first band that I started listening to, like when I got to listen to my own music. Because growing up, I just heard my mom's music, and it was Linkin Park and Green Day. But I stuck with Linkin Park more than I did Green Day. I never got to see them live, so Linkin Park 1. I'm gonna go regular parks 2. Also with Pat, it's cool to just be outside, do whatever you want. You know, play a little catch, whatever. And I'm really flip flopping between water parks and amusement park at number 3. I think I'm gonna go water park number 3, amusement park number 4, and then
You don't have to find a bathroom at a water park. You can just pee.
exactly.
That's a plus.
Which adds to like
That's
the
a
gross
plus.
part of it. But yeah, you're right.
And then Dog Park's 5.
All right.
Dog Park's 5.
Yeah, I figured that would be your 5.
Yeah, I can only imagine a dog park is actually like literal hell for Robert. Where if there's a dog at somewhere he goes, he can just give it a little pat and then ignore it. Dog park, there's lots of dogs you don't know running up to you constantly. Which for me, heaven. For Robert, hell.
Yeah. All right. Great power rankings,
Yeah.
Alex. So love that. Love that, dude. At Alex McThunder1 on Twitter. Give him a follow. All right. Next one. This is JP Aguirre. He wrote in to us last week.
Did he ever tell us how to pronounce his last name?
No, but he
Damn it,
sent in
JP.
another answer question. So that's all I mean, great guy. He's continuously listening and he's kind of on brand with the podcast. JP Aguirre. Glad to have you back, buddy. Keep them coming. And JP says, sporks, Swiss Army ladles?
Ooh.
Yes. They have to be. You can stack stuff with it. You can scoop stuff with it.
And you can cut stuff
You
with
can
it.
cut stuff with it.
Swiss Army ladles.
Swiss Army ladles. Yeah, buddy, you just nailed that one. That'd be so sick if you had a spork that was just the spoon, but you could pull out the other parts of it. You had like a
I think
button.
they've made those.
Probably.
I feel like I've seen them before, but that would be dope.
Yeah.
Like you have a spoon, you have a fork,
hit a
but then you
button and
also
you're like,
have the spork on it too.
Yeah.
You've got all three options, but you're like, I'm too lazy to switch between the other two. Just give me the
Just
spork
give me the
all the
spork.
time.
I don't got time. I don't got time.
Spork was a brilliant invention.
It really was. It really was. Shout out to Sporks and shout out to JP Aguirre because you crushed that one, buddy. Sporks are Swiss Army ladles. Well done. All right, last question. And this I feel like is for Robert because Robert, this might address you directly, but this is from Josh Treecoddle at Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter, and Josh says, "What is the opposite of a Swiftie?" Because I am one of those. I couldn't tell you one song. First off, Josh, I don't believe that at all.
I don't believe that either.
I don't believe that at all.
It's not
Yeah.
true.
I think you could probably name at least 3. I think just everybody could probably name at least 3.
Like I don't doubt that you don't know the lyrics, but if it came on, you would know it.
Yeah, like 22, Down Bad, and
Baby, now we got bad blood.
Bad Blood. Yeah, we are never getting back together.
The new stuff I wouldn't know, but I mean, I bet you know some early T
I
Swift.
said Down Bad though. Down Bad's brand new.
Our song is a slam and scream. He probably knows some country T Swift
Oh,
from back
yeah.
in the day.
That was
it's
the
a
country
love
era.
story, baby, just saying yeah.
Yeah,
So you definitely know it, but he's not a Swiftie.
you're not a Swiftie. You don't have to be a Swiftie.
Neither am I.
You don't have to be a Swiftie. I am a Swiftie because my wife's a Swiftie. So I support.
married
I'm
into it.
supportive. I'm very
Yeah.
supportive. I'm like, hey, you like the Giants for me? I got you on the Taylor Swift stand-em. So I'm here with her on that. I'm a Swiftie. What is the opposite of a Swiftie, Robert? We need to think of a name. I was thinking Swifter, just because it still sounds Swift.
Anti-Swift? A slowie?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Swift, fast. I'm thinking something opposite of fast.
A
Yeah, I don't
smarty?
know.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Don't come for me.
The candy.
Who hates? Oh, you're a Yeezy. You're a Yeezy. Kanye hates Taylor Swift, right?
bro.
So you're a Yeezy. If you hate Taylor Swift, you're a Yeezy.
I hate him too.
Well, he hates the enemy of your enemy is your friend, right? So in this case,
You're a finishy.
you're a Yeezy.
Because that was the moment. I'm going to let you finish. No.
Yeah,
You're a no finishy.
I remember where it was. It's like they always say like JFK assassination. We'll always like our parents always remember that. They're like, you'll always remember 9/11. I remember
No.
exactly where I was. I was in the 80 Pie house during the VMAs, and all of the girls in the dorm were like, "Oh my God, did you see what he did to Taylor?" And I was like, "What's going on?"
More so than Yeezy, there's one person that all Swifties hate. Is it Scooties or Brawnies?
Ooh, Scooter Braun.
I think it's Brawny. I think you're a Brawny.
I like Scooties though, but Brawny maybe makes sense. Brawny, because that's what she re-recorded all of her stuff.
Yeah. I think it's got to be a Brawny.
Yeah, you're Brawny. But also, I will accept Yeezy.
Yeah, you don't like paper towels.
But he's going to be
That's
that
why it's
sounds like
funny.
a Brawny.
Yeah, you fucking hate paper towels. This guy, no way he likes paper towels.
No, but you would love paper towels if you're a Brawny. Taylor's probably
Oh,
never
yeah,
used a
you're
paper
right.
towel in her life. She's like, I just use a real towel and then throw it away because I have all the money.
I'm rich, and then I throw it on my jet, and I actually send my jet to throw it away because she flies her jet everywhere.
I would also accept an Oakland Raider. We're rivals with the Chiefs.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Like I bet in fucking what is it, Legion Stadium? I
yeah,
bet
they probably hate
just
Taylor Swift.
you are not allowed to play Taylor Swift here during football
Taylor
games.
Swift. Yeah.
So a Brawny or an Oakland
I
Raider.
like Brawny. And then it sounds like we're hating on the Bronze kid, too.
Brauny.
All right. That was great, guys. That was great. I really liked those. Shout out to JP and Rosie, who I don't think had written in before. So congratulations
What's
to
up,
you
guys?
guys. And then JP again 2 weeks in a row. Can he go 3? Let's see.
Can we get a J3-peat?
Do we? You know what? If he goes 3 in a row with JP, I'm going to have to throw you in the best answers question asker of the year.
And maybe rookie of the year.
Ooh, rookie. Yeah, we do need a rookie of the year.
I need a J3 Pete so bad right now.
If you're a new listener, let us know. We need to add rookie of the year categories. So would help. That's the real flaw I made is like realizing like, oh shit, I can't tell. Like, how long have you listened? I have to like reach out. I can't just be like, there's no data. Because then, like, I think last year, people were like, I'm a rookie. I think Josh Tree was trying to tell me, like, I know you're not a rookie. No, but I'm a rookie this year because it was not a rookie last year. So now I am. I was like, I don't know.
My ultimate dream is for someone to win Rookie of the Year and accept their award. And then the next year, we have a new name, and they just show back up. And it was like, I just fucking created a new Twitter. Win it back-to-back years. We'd have to give it to them. Be like, you finessed us.
Yeah. I mean, we're dumb. So, like, yeah.
We got grifted.
It happens. Okay, it's happened. All right. All right, that's it. At Past Grade Pod on all socials. I'm at Alex J. Milton. Pat's at Not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Please give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. Please share us with a friend. That's the best way to help grow the podcast. If you're not listening to the podcast, you can also listen to it wherever you get your podcast, though. And if you are not watching the podcast, just what are you doing? Get to work. Throw us on the YouTube. You're leaving. You get the dogs out. Throw us up for the dogs. The dogs will love us. You're teaching a class and you want to take the day off, even though school just started. Just be like, here, watch this podcast. You'll learn a lot, and then we'll teach them about a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
that they'll definitely
teach them about
benefit from.
Discrimination and then overcoming it. And I did that in 5 minutes with my Italian tapes.
You did.
I got over my discrimination.
Yeah. So
people can change.
People can change. I used to be a piece of shit. People can change.
He was.
He's a real piece of shit.
Now he's a father.
Real piece of shit. Go to Club Aqua, sloppy steaks. Real piece of shit. Real piece of shit. But yeah, subscribe to the YouTube. What was it? Comment L.
L's in the chat.
L's in the chat on the YouTube channel.
Brandon, tell us. Oh, we got to, confirm it, but we definitely have Phil down.
Brandon at Brandon Whitehead. Let us know if that was the right Robert Feline. And then you guys have a great rest of your week. Oh, no. A great rest of your week. Oh. And I was going to say pass the gravy bitches, but let's do random celebrity impersonate or random celebrity.
I'm taking Scooter Braun.
Generators. Okay. I'm going to go Evel Knievel.
I'm going to go Jennifer Lopez.
Ooh, big week for her. Big week for her. Ready?
Probably a bigger week for Ben. He's free. No way is it J-Lo. No way. Oh, you fucking... I did it. No way.
I did it.
I don't believe
Why
that
do you
at all.
not believe me? You just watched me click it.
I did not
You
watch
just
it.
watched. I just clicked it.
The screen was not
I
facing...
guess, yeah, it wasn't, but I fucking did it. You can't deny me. Why would I do that?
Robert, do you believe him at all?
I don't know. I didn't.
Why?
Because you want it too bad.
No, I don't.
You're selling it really well, but I still don't believe it.
They just got one in a
Like
bajillion guess.
I believe your reaction, and I didn't know you were this good of an actor. I'll give it to you, but I don't believe it.
Fuck you guys. I fucking hate you.
I mean,
okay.
I'll believe you.
Well, remember, he didn't want to give Roberts to him.
But I did.
Because he's a hater.
I came around.
Well, because you were just pushed
but you
into
know what,
it.
buddy?
Robert,
Congrats, I'm proud of you.
No, I didn't want your high five.
No, I think he got it.
I didn't
The
want.
way he
No, I
reacted-
didn't want your high.
the
Fuck
way
you
he
guys.
reacted
Fuck you guys.
He's been
Immediately.
practicing
Fuck
that
you
at home
guys.
all week.
Fuck you guys.
See, that's your fault. You should know. We should be showing it to the camera and us ahead of time.
Hey, yeah, I don't. We didn't show when Robert got it, but yeah, we're used to just doing it on the phone.
But I was sitting next to you when Robert did it, so
Yeah. Fuck. Well, I got it, so fuck me. Pass the gravy, you bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby. Now we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.